Wow, what an explosive start. Whew! Oh, we're back here, I promise. Let me know if you can hear us. I know you can't see us, but say, you know what? If they can't hear us, then they're not going to be able to hear me saying, "Can you hear us?"
That's true.
Oh gosh. Here, let's see what they say. And there's a bit of a delay too, so it'll be about, I don't know, 20. Oh, hearing loud and clear. Oh, good. All right. Oh. This is officially too many games. Let's clear all this crap out of the way. Let's get this. That's for in a second. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so heavy. Tear down that wall. Okay. Need a nap now. That's it. That's all. We're done. That's it. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. It is Ryan from Knights Around a Table, and this is my best buddy, Shawnee O.
How's it going?
Can you hear Shawnee? I'm sorry, I'm new enough that I still have to do mic checks and audio, equipment checks all the time. So I'm just making sure that you can hear us and you can see us and that all our tomfoolery won't be for naught. So let me know. Let's say hi to some people. Stacy Everdell. I saw you a couple times, Stacy Everdell, in a bunch of different channels. I was like lurking Twitch channels all day long to see what was happening, and I think we interacted a couple times. Oh, Poppy's here. W. Siegel's here. Who else have we got? Jose A. Barba is here. Welcome, Jose. I should let you know we're simulcasting this evening, so we're going through to you on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook, and our first ever, this is exciting, our first ever OnlyFans stream. So, Sean, if you want to get us started by taking your shirt off, you can. It's we've got until October, and then the whole thing shuts down. So we gotta make hay while the sun shines. Sean was
that was too much.
Sean was worried that I was going to do something to get him in trouble with the powers that be.
That was funny. That was very good, and I got the reference too.
Oh, good. Pretty... You've been following the news, yeah. We won't discuss it. Just the news, not the news. Well, I'm sure there are that when 98% of their content is cut, they'll still have very legitimate content creators remaining on the platform.
Well, you'll be on there.
I'll be on there in spades. It'll be me as clothed as I can possibly get. It'll be like, pay an extra $10 for Ryan to put on 4 more parkas. And boy, won't that be worth the cash, because nobody wants to see what's under the mysterious black veil of my Fruit of the Loom t-shirts.
I would monetize that.
Yeah.
I would pay for more clothing right now.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
My bare arm is touching your bare arm.
It's a bit gross. It's a bit disgusting. Yeah, more homoerotic adventures as the stream goes on. I should tell you though, if you've been following the channel for a little while, you saw a behind-the-scenes video maybe, but the secrets of Knights Around the Table. And one of the secrets of Knights Around the Table is that we use toupee tape to keep our microphones in place. So today, Sean had to go through the ritual of putting on the sternum mic.
I got the hair too.
Yeah, so he didn't. Usually what I do is like a swimmer. I shave the whole body down first because it's really uncomfortable to pull the thing out. As Sean will discover, I joked earlier that it's like that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And the microphone, as I mentioned earlier, booyah, but I mean, I'm sure it's booyah for when you rip it off. There's like a booyah.
Good boy.
It tells you how to get the tape off your chest hair. Yeah.
What are we even doing here tonight? Well, it's variety hour, so usually what I've been doing on these streams is I've been playing a game, sometimes by myself and sometimes with you via the power of all these janky toys that I've coded that don't fully work properly, but we've just been able to sort of barely squeak by and make them work. Tonight, Variety Hour is all about just kind of like shooting the breeze with more homoerotic adventure. I should tell you, by the way, Michael Todd, thank you for joining us. If you want to submit a chapter heading. So the people who can't join us live tonight are actually going to be watching this in a rerun. And YouTube has a feature that shows chapters along the bottom. So you can skip ahead, click on little bits. And I don't like going through hours of video typing those up. So if you want to help out, that would be wonderful. You'll get a credit in the show notes. That'll be amazing. Here's how you do that. If you're on the Twitch platform, you type !M space and whatever's happening. So if you want to type !M space homoerotic adventures continue or whatever you want to do for the chapter marker, do that. Why don't we all try it out now? !M if you're on the Twitch platform. Unfortunately, this won't work from Facebook or YouTube or OnlyFans. But give it a shot where you are now if you want to try out that chapter feature. And the chatbot will spit back at you and say, yes, successful. Thank you so much for marking a chapter. So anytime you see new stuff happening on the stream, hit that, and that'll submit it to a list to me, which I'll filter later, and then it'll help the rerun along. Are we having fun so far?
I'm having a good time.
Oh, good. All right. So the order of the evening is this. You saw us take about 1 million games off the table right off the top. Way back in December, the stuff that I wanted to put out on the channel was piling up and mounting, but Christmas was coming, and hopefully you're like me, and in the holiday season, you get a whole pile of new board games. Usually I get socks. Shawnee O is actually not into board games, which is going to make this an interesting enterprise.
I'm wondering why I'm here.
Yeah, I am too. I just opened the door and he waltzed right in. I'm like, okay, I guess you're on the live stream because that's what I'm doing.
I thought we were here to waltz.
He was invited, which is good.
That's true. I'm a guest.
You are
on your show.
One of the
and
few
in your home too.
One of the few guests that we've ever had on the stream.
That's true.
So around Christmas time, Michael Todd was a guest. If you saw the video Small Brain Big Sack, that's the one that he was on, and we were talking about Caverna, the expansion to Caverna. Small Brain Big Sack, by the way, didn't describe us. It was one of the descriptors of the troll race, I think, in the game, and we thought it was kind of funny, so that's what we used to title it. Anyway, Eagle-Gryphon Games is a board game publisher of note. You might have heard of them. They do most of, if not all, of Vital Lacerda's games. Vital Lacerda is I won't say rising star. He's now one of the, if you follow board games, he's one of the superstars of the board game world because he does all these crazy complicated games here. I'm going to bring one up on the table. Oh, you got to lift with the knees there, Sean. That's one on Mars. And then where did the other one go? Maybe you could grab the other one, Kanban EV.
Yes.
So, hoist. There's a lot of cardboard in there. But there we go. So these are two of his games, and they're both published by Eagle-Gryphon Games. This one was not sent along by Eagle-Gryphon Games. This is my birthday present from my wife, Cheryl. How nice of her. And this one was sent along by Eagle-Gryphon Games, along with every single other game that you saw on the table. So this one, Gangster's Dilemma, which I know very little about, Fleet the Dice game, which we'll get into in a second, and a really weird, bring on Sagani. This is a kind of an odd duck, because if we're talking about designers, you might know the guy who designed Sagani. That's Uwe Rosenberg, and you'll know Uwe Rosenberg from Caverna and from Agricola and a lot of these big Euro games that are published by Lookout Games, and they're very unfortunately illustrated by Clemens Franz. I don't like Clemens Franz very much at all. So that's what's going on with him. But he does a couple of like dark horse entries. So he did Patchwork, which you wouldn't know it was him unless you saw his name on the box. And he did this one, Sagani, which I know, again, very little about. And I'm hoping to find out more this evening. So let's get this crap all out of here, too. Crap. This windfall, this generous windfall of games from Eagle-Gryphon Games.
What are we doing?
No,
How do you know it's crap? It's still not cellophane.
No, we're going to find out whether it's...
We'll find out.
Well, yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
I like this.
No, so this is interesting. If you're not into board games, I wanted to ask, of all the stuff that we put out on the table, what's the most interesting to you? Is it the car one?
Well, I like the blowout right here.
Right, it's cool.
I didn't even know what this was until I just looked at the camera here. This looks amazing. Like, look at this. Is that a blowout? Yeah, that's a car that's been blown out.
Yeah, like an exploded view of a car being put together. So if you were at a board game store and somebody just gave you like $100, or in the case of these games, these go for like $150, $170, depending on where. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are not inexpensive games.
It's heavy. It feels like it's got...
There's a car in there. So this is what you're actually doing. You're actually assembling that car. It's like a kit. It's like a kit car. We should pay more attention to the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Uwe, what's going on? Not familiar with Sagani, says Heinz. But sheep or Tetris pieces, I don't know either. It's something troll related. You can flip around the back. Actually, we'll go like this, and we can take a look. So maybe if you put it down and spin her around, there you go.
Okay, so the reason why is this a camera too? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a camera right above us.
We're covered in cameras.
It's fancy.
You are very professional. Okay, the reason why I'm drawn to this one, is because this looks like your illustration.
Oh, really?
These look like if you have that game troll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The rules gremlin. Let's bring
rules
him out.
gremlin. Yeah.
Come on out.
You can tell I'm a
There
fan.
you go.
Look at and can you also show?
Yeah.
Like, look at these.
Yeah, I can see these are a little bit more refined. I would say.
I know, but they got the same kind of comedic cartoony.
Whimsical.
Yeah.
Sean knows that I am a art school dropout. So that's what my stuff looks like versus, again, let's compare it. So I'm one to talk about Clemens Franz. Kim says Clemens Franz grew on him or her. Sagani similar to Nova Luna. I don't know Nova Luna either. I haven't played that. Anybody in the chat played Nova Luna? You haven't played
New Moon?
New Moon, yeah. Sean showing off his Latin skills. Just trying to impress. So yeah, I haven't played Sagani or Nova Luna. So I don't know, maybe we'll dip in and find out. What does Sagani mean? Is that a made-up word, or is that a word from another language? It seems made up. It looks like these don't look like a people group. I've never met a dude who looks maybe a little bit like that, but not precisely.
Didn't that guy do a game video earlier today?
No, I didn't see anybody who looked like that guy.
Okay.
You're the new. All right, so
I'm new to this world. I don't know. I just use it.
So Heinz says, I have, it's easy and fun. What is that, Nova Luna or Sagani? I didn't know Ryan drew the gremlin. That's a fun fact. Yeah, you know what? Any of these crummy graphics that you see on the channel, I've drawn because I can't afford to hire anybody to do this. It's just me. And so anything that I've programmed is, by my own hand, and a lot of stolen code from around the internet. So for example, let's actually get the straw poll going. So I'll demonstrate one thing. So of these 6 games here, let's line them up, because what I did was I put it to a vote with the high rolling patrons on the channel who get voting privileges. So I put it to a vote. Which of these games do you want me to open? So if we line them up so that the small ones are in front, the big ones are in back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 in the back. Okay, so here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna put up a straw poll. So over here, right here, Fleet the Dice Game is gonna be number 1. So if you would crack in, if you're the most excited about Fleet the Dice Game, you're gonna vote 1. Gangster's Dilemma is gonna be 2. If you could maybe bring Sagani, oh no, I can push it, there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that make sense? 6 is, yeah, okay, cool. He's trying to sway your vote. Don't listen to him. No. So let me launch that, and we'll get her going.
Not playing these tonight? We got a question.
So, we're already voting. Hold on, let me kill this. Let me kill this. All right. So here we go. Straw poll.
Rococo is so awesome.
Straw poll. Let's go. So straw poll is this thing. There we go.
Wait a minute, that's Cheryl.
It's not. Yeah, that is Cheryl. Cheryl's supposed to be camping right now.
How are you getting
Wi-Fi? I don't know why.
I don't have connection here in the basement. I don't even know how this is going out.
What's going on now here? Are you playing all of these tonight? No, we're just... Oh my gosh, is the straw poll broken? No, tell me the straw poll is not broken. Okay, I know. Hold on. Watch. This is like... I'm like the wacky inventor in any children's movie where it's like, oh, Dad almost got the bread thrower ready, but hold on. Okay, so let me try this one more. So if I say straw poll 6, that should launch the thing. Here we go. This is gonna be good. Izzy's sad and I'm watching. Oh, Izzy's bummed out. That's too bad. All right, here we go. No, is it still not? How is this thing still not working? Oh my gosh. Oh, well, let's just look at what numbers people are voting for. 6, so Rococo, a vote for Rococo. Who else have we got here? 6 is Kanban. Number 3, it's all over the place. You guys are all over the place. Kanban, 4, Rococo. Nobody is picking Gangster's Dilemma for some strange reason. All right, just typing here. Number 1, Fleet. Grey Deceiver wants Fleet. Restart the bot. No kidding, eh? The bot is busted. I know these bots, man. I don't know what's up. Kim wants number 2. Kim is giving the pity vote to Gangster's Dilemma. Yeah. Kim doesn't want to see Gangster's Dilemma. And then 6. Cool. 6. What is 6? Kanban?
6 is Kanban.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wonder. Actually, funny. Nobody said On Mars, which is interesting. What you might not know about On Mars is it's. I mean, you wouldn't know it to look at it, but it's crazy complicated.
On Mars is number 5. Yeah?
On Mars is number 5. Yeah. 5 is On Mars. Look at that.
I'm one-handing this.
Rococo. Yeah, Cheryl's interested in Rococo. Rococo is actually about, I think, making dresses. Cool, right? Is that good? I don't know.
Expressions were hidden, but I think our eyes went wide enough to really show what we were talking about.
Okay, let's get this on. There's one vote for On Mars, number 5 from DJ Mach V. The winner of at least the Patreon vote. Drum roll, please.
I don't know what it was.
Well, I'm going to tell you. So you're gonna be the drummer. All right. The winner is, so we've already eliminated 2. It's not Sagani. Oh, it's not Gangster's Dilemma. They voted on Fleet the Dice Game.
Really?
Right?
Fleet?
I know.
Okay.
So, okay. Hey, you know what? Here's what the patron said. When I told them that
DJ says that he or she
says
dead to you.
DJ Muffy says I am dead to Rhino. I see you. I see you, DJ. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So now it's funny that not a lot of the high rollers are here tonight to defend their vote, but when they found out that I was receiving games from Eagle-Gryphon, they're like, you have to ask them for a copy of Fleet the Dice Game. I said, why? And they said, because it's awesome. It's an awesome game. I'm like, okay, I think it's going to be kind of like, I think people would rather see some big, beautiful thing with crazy, pictures and nice components and everything. There's not going to be anything, I think, too exciting in this box. This is a roll and write game. So Sean, I don't think has ever played one, but here's the situation. So you're going to get, we'll put this on the overhead. You're going to get a pad of paper. So everybody gets a pad of paper and you get some dice. And you roll the dice, and depending on which rolls come up, it's a little bit like Yahtzee, right? Okay, so Yahtzee's a roll and write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've played Yahtzee.
I have not, but I'm aware of it.
So imagine that, like, you had Yahtzee, but it was themed fishing. Like you're a captain of a fishing trawler, or like we played just a few weeks ago. We played Long Shot, the dice game. So that's a roll and write, where it was like a horse race theme, right?
And I saw that. I watched that.
Oh, good. And then Welcome To is one where you're zoning a neighborhood in the 50s, and that's more like they call it a flip and write.
That looked gorgeous.
Those are
like
cool.
An old menu.
Yeah. Oh no, you're thinking of Food Chain Magnet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What were you saying? 50s
Welcome To, but but they both have that same kind of like 50s mid-century throwback kind of thing going on. So. We'll open this one, but before we do, I made sure to make it a special occasion, and I have a special hat, a themed hat for the monumental opening. What you're getting nervous.
I started nervous, so this is all just
anything I do is
what
just
I'm going to be doing
spooky.
The rest of the day.
All right, it's nothing. It's just this. What do you think? Eh?
Oh, that's nice.
Doot doot. So because it's thematic, right?
You look good in hats.
Why, thank you.
He's an actor.
Hey,
so am I guess. But,
look at me. Look at me.
Shoot.
I'm the captain now.
Good. That's good.
Oscar, please.
Oscar.
Thank you.
Oscar
Sean.
Worthy.
Are you jealous because you don't have a hat? I could see that you looked a bit crestfallen. But
then you yelled at me and told me that you're the captain now, even though this is your house and your own.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't a kind thing for me to do, but I have good news for you.
Okay.
Sean, look under your chair. Look under your chair, Sean.
There is something. That was magical.
Twinsies. Come on, throw it on. Hey,
yeah. This is great, little buddy. Just don't hit me with that thing.
All right.
It does hurt to get hit with one of these.
With a hat?
Yeah. Well, there's plastic.
Why wouldn't it though?
Well, that's what the captain does on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. But that was like speaking of the 50s, you were allowed to hit people in the 50s for some reason. I do have a hat for him, Michael.
My uncle Steve is talking to us, and my dad. My dad's telling me to stop playing games and come home and cut the lawn at midnight.
All right. Okay.
I'm pretty good in this hat.
I think you're great. You know what? That's a parting gift. You can go home with that.
Really?
Everybody gets a hat. So I'm gonna let you do the honors. This is just there's
finally doing it.
The precious craft knife.
We're finally opening things.
And again, I don't expect to be blown away by anything that's in this box. Not to say that it's not a great game, of course, but I think component-wise, I think we might have to open up something else.
So people in the chat,
yes,
they wanted to do different games.
They did, and we didn't get a consensus because the straw poll didn't work.
But the straw poll was by other people?
No, the straw poll, I don't know why. And believe me, friends, I tested this stuff within an inch of its life before this chat.
Okay.
Nah. It only breaks when you're in front of people.
Do you remember when I said you should keep all the saran and give it to Patreons or something?
Why?
People would want this. Am I wrong? Would nobody want the old discarded saran that you used? Because you make such a big deal about it with the craft knife.
They'd be more into my bath water, but hold on. Just making sure that we got the right... There we go.
Would anyone want this? I think if there was a whole box or a big sack of this at the end of the month.
What are they going to do? Roll around in it? I don't know.
It's fun.
I should say, by the way, that we've got a giveaway coming up. I was going to throw up an itinerary of all the things that we're doing. So I do have a giveaway coming up. It's for a game that isn't by Eagle-Gryphon Games. This is kind of like an Eagle-Gryphon Games spotlight of the stuff that they sent and the On Mars that I purchased. However, I do have 2 copies of a game called Talisman to give away. It's the digital version of Talisman, and it's for the Xbox. So already we're narrowing the funnel, right? People who are interested in Talisman, people who are interested in digital Talisman, people who own an Xbox or know somebody who owns an Xbox.
The original Xbox?
No, yeah. People who own an Xbox 360. No. It's for the current Xbox One. So I have got 2 copies of that to give away, but I'm not going to give it away until one condition is met. It's a very important condition, and that's that this is kind of in celebration of Nights Around the Table being on Twitch, because this is very, very new for us. As you know, it's a huge channel on YouTube. Oh my gosh, it's huge. But we're starting sort of from square one on Twitch.
I mean, I'm the special guest. I mean, that's how big it is.
I know that was a good get, right? So what I'd like to see is 50 followers, and that's a magic number on Twitch. So it's interesting. These platforms all set a target, right? And as soon as you cross the target, they allow you to monetize your videos or do this or that. They get you extra privileges. So they're trying to, carrot on a stick and trying to get you to a certain point. So for YouTube, you have to. I was on YouTube for like a year trying to hit this mark, because they're like, oh, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need to have X 1,000 hours of watched video, and then Twitch is like, boop. It's like, yeah, you gotta have 50 followers and you gotta stream like 7 times. So let's take a look at the follower count right now. What is it out there? 43. We're at 43. When we get to 50 followers, and it could happen during this very stream, when we arrive there, we will unlock the giveaway, and we will give away 2 copies of Talisman Digital on the Xbox. How exciting is that?
It's great.
Oh my gosh. I almost can't handle it. So let's, 43. It's going. We got 7 more people to go, and then we'll be good. So if you want to know how to follow, that's what the button looks like. It's purple. Click on it, and it's got heart, and we're good. Look, hey, that stuff is working. I can touch things, and buttons work. So let's crack in. I really only think that what is in this box. Actually, we should talk about this. This is the Dicey Waters expansion, and since we know nothing about this game, we don't know what this is. But it's apparently a little add-on just to make the game a little more juicy. Oh, okay.
Oh, box photometer time.
Yeah, right? Listen closely. Oh, it's all in the wrist. Oh, this is a tight one. Whew. Okay, here we go. Oh man, nothing. That'd be. Is that not working too? Come on now. Hold on. Keyboard time. Box fartometer. I say box fartometer.
Whoa,
0. Well, I had to touch the keyboard. I don't like touching the keyboard. Here we go. Back to here. A little promo for other great Eagle-Gryphon games you can purchase, most of which are under this table right now. Here's a little rulebook. I like to look at the rulebook just to see, get a sense of how complicated the game is. Yeah. This one is 11 pages, but look, that's some pretty fine print for sure. So this is looks like a roll and write that has a little bit more going on in it than your usual roll and write.
I just saw the word lobster licenses.
Lobster licenses. Yes. That's cool though. All right, and what do we got? Take a look. Those are the pads, right? So those
you're
are
actually writing with a pen on them?
Yeah. So what a lot of people do with the roll and writes is they'll take them into Staples or Kinko's or whatever, and they'll get them laminated, and then they'll use dry erase markers so that they don't have to buy new pads or whatever. Because basically, like, you run out of pads, and some games that are really popular sell add-on pads, or you just have to buy the whole game again, which is a little bit wasteful. But you know what? I've never played, like, look how many times you would have to play this game to burn through all the pads. They're double-sided.
Okay,
come on.
And this is different. This is different.
Yeah, so it looks like you're going to have both of them.
Right. That's a lot of pads.
That's a lot of pads. That's a lot of pads. I'm not going to make the joke. Let's carry on. No, I wasn't going to. You just let it hang. Yeah. I haven't got touching that one with a 10-foot pole. There we go. These are the dice. They're all custom. And look, maybe we can throw that on the close-up cam. Let's get this out of here.
Which one, right?
Yeah, these little dice. Show them the little dice. The little dice. So I gather in Fleet the Dice game, you are doing fishery things. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Here, throw the ball over there.
Show
the people.
Okay. Well, what do we have?
Oh, little
lighthouse.
Little coins and little lobsters. Those little swordfish on that one. No, it's adorable.
This is very cute.
Oh, it's adorable.
Fish market.
Oh, cute.
What else haven't we seen yet?
Meanwhile, show them some nice wooden tokens.
Red lobster.
Oh,
that's got to be trademarked.
There's no way they can put that on a die. All right.
Anchors.
Show these little wooden tokens too.
Yeah, these are cute. This is cute.
It is cute.
What are we looking at here?
So those are screened wood.
What am I looking at here?
Yeah, it looks like a trawler. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am getting
rules. We don't need no stinking rules.
I just got hungry for a fish stick.
Thank you for following, Bruiser. Thank you so much. That is a pretty rule book, Michael Todd says. Yes, I agree. I wonder what the inside of Kanban EV looks like right about now. We will discover it. This I vow. Meanwhile, just a couple of cards.
Does it come with a pen?
It doesn't, no. So that's a little bit chintzy cheapy. But you know, the last roll and write game I got came with like pens, and they.
What's your joke?
There's no. Oh yes, about eating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snack.
It's no joke. You just don't.
You just don't.
Yeah, you just don't. Okay. I learned the hard way. Never eat the silica packet. The pens were an expansion. I almost don't know if Great Deceiver is making that up or not, because I could see a board game company doing that.
What?
Like, Great Deceiver says in the expansion you get pens. You know what I mean? I can see that happening. I was just playing, not Roll for the Galaxy. I was playing Tiny Epic Galaxies on a stream a couple weeks ago, and I was playing with a little score mat, right? It's like first to 20 points wins, and there's a little Galaxy score mat that you mark. And people were like, whoa, where did you get that cool score mat? Because it doesn't come with the base game. You got to buy the expansion to get just a way to track the score in the game. Otherwise, you have to math it all in your head. So
isn't this the expansion pack?
Well, yeah. So we should crack into this too. So you flip through these cards for the nice people while I crack that open. Do you want to do that on the close-up camera?
Sure.
All right. It's nice to have extra hands. Don't forget the drawstring bag. Oh. Heinz says, don't forget the drawstring bag that doesn't do anything besides not fit in the box. Ain't that the truth?
Is there one?
Not for this game, but like this is a common board game thing. I was just working with merchants and marauders with a pile of drawstring bags that don't fit.
Okay. Well, you could solve that problem.
It's nice artwork. I like it. It looks pretty.
You got trophies. This is the back of the card. Lots of trophies.
Lovely, lovely. Now some games like this
they have different.
take off to the point where everybody knows the dice game or the card game, but nobody actually plays the original game, which I think is kind of a thing.
Okay.
The glare is blinding. Is there too much glare on that? Yeah, it is pretty bad.
It's a little glary.
Yeah, it's a bit glary. Can we block the glare? There you go.
Captain Emma.
In the expansion, this is the rule book. The rule book is this big.
Because his walls are so white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's a tiny. You look at this teensy little.
We're both Irish.
Is that, yeah, exactly. We're just like.
This is why the glare is here.
Turn the white boys off. The white boys in sailor caps. I can't handle it no more. Just, shut the computer down, ma'am. Right. You got a tiny little, I think this is like, you go out and the game is themed around catching the stuff, and look at this, this is a fishing village, little market where maybe you sell all the stuff, like little stores where you can, or the aquarium, so if you don't want them to get eaten. That was one of the funniest things when I went to the Boston Aquarium.
It's all caught in there.
You come out of you come out of the Boston Aquarium, and immediately across from it is a seafood restaurant. So it's like, did you like what you saw? Come chew on it. So weird. It'd be like
getting an autograph for a celebrity after you watch the movie. Now I get to eat. I get to eat it now.
There's a market.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, they do that with lobsters at the grocery store.
No, I mean I could eat a good piece of Sly Stallone after I see a Rambo movie. The Sly steak. There'd be no more Rambo movies, which may be there's plus or minus. I can't really tell.
All over the place.
All right. Well, that's what you get in Fleet the Dice game. And again, we're not opening it necessarily because it's the box with the most impressive components, but because it's a game that the patrons really wanted to highlight to you as an excellent example of a roll and write. So let's put it all back in the box. This is where you find out. So Sean's not a board gamer. You find out that it doesn't fit. Like somehow it was in there when you unboxed it, and then putting it all back in is a no-go.
Yeah, that's true for a lot of things. What else does that? Tent.
Yeah, tent does that. Rafts, inflatable rafts, bouncy castles.
Are those tents that you're supposed to be able to fold up into a nice circle?
My pants from 2 years ago.
Yeah. Cram them into a box.
All right.
Hey,
things that don't fit in their packages.
No. Seriously, is this where it was before? Like even the plastic is shrunk. Like I can't.
That doesn't fit there.
I can't cram it in.
And these things don't go in there.
No. Oh, okay. So it was like this.
But like, right? Why wouldn't you make that?
Yeah. You got this whole recess right here. So what goes in that?
All this crap. Yeah. And that is quite a tease, eh? Like here's space for pencils that we're not going to give you.
Yeah. Here's a card-shaped hole, but it's just like.
Caddyshack says this game is excellent, and David Wapta asks, is there any much interaction with Fleet the Dice game?
Oh,
or just a great
correcting
solo?
A your, but who's your? Was it mine? Did I say it? Did I not say the
No. Gray's talking to Davo, who's asking if it's like a good game to play with other people, or if it's just good solo. It is good solo. I think that they told me that.
I can't see where he did the your.
He did YOR and then corrected himself with YOU', which means we don't have to kick ban him, which is good. So
you're about that.
Yeah. Great solo, but drafting of the dice in multiplayer. Do you know what dice drafting is? Oh, so like it's like, say we had a bunch of elements like this, and we rolled them. Oh, wrong. There we go. We rolled them, and this is the pool that's available to all the people. So I take one, and then Jane takes one, and then you pick from what's left, and then Joe picks one, and that's
this is like the community.
It depends on how the game works, but this is the community one, or this is the one that nobody wanted, so we chuck it back in the ocean or whatever. Yeah, so that's how a dice draft works. Same thing with anything drafting. So a card draft works the same way. So there are lots of games that have those as a mechanic. Right, well, I'm tuckered out at the moment. That was a lot of work. So we're going to take a snack break. Are you excited?
I am.
Good.
And that's interesting.
Why is that?
Because I've never used this before.
Oh, tell us all about it.
I've never used this water bottle in my life because you told me to bring one. It says calories don't count in the weekend and it's Sunday night. I'm like, this just made sense.
Isn't that filled with water?
Yeah, but you're going to give me a snack to eat.
Oh, so I actually have a low-calorie snack for you, I think.
It wouldn't matter anyway.
Why is that?
According to the water bottle, it makes the rules.
Oh, I didn't know you were reading because I can't see what's on it. Look,
it
calories
says
don't count on the weekend.
And I've never used this before.
That was fascinating. DJ Mark V says, I can smell the sarcasm, DJ Mark V. Hopefully I have more interactive than most roll and rotes. Uh-oh, Kickman coming for BDM. This is the way. All right, so snack time. I purchased a bunch of different snacks to eat on the stream, and it was like from a specialty snack store, and they kind of ramped up in weirdness to like an insane level, and I was gonna build up stream after stream until we reached the craziest one.
Stream after stream of what?
Live stream after live stream. So as we do these,
because of the weird snacks,
I was gonna go. I was gonna go stream after stream after stream, building up to the weirdest one. But since Shawnee O is here, I thought we'd just go for broke tonight and just pull out the weirdest snack that I found at the specialty snack store.
I've probably had it already.
I guarantee you have not.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a picture of it up here. All right, here it comes. Yes, it's Garlic Joe pickle in a bag.
Wow.
So, a little story about Garlic Joe pickle in a bag.
0 calories.
0 calories. It's a pickle. It's just pickle and vinegar.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
So you don't have to worry about
says
it.
0 everything.
So, Michael Todd, who's in the chat, another good friend of mine. His wife is from the United States, in a state that's familiar with gas station cuisine. Let me just say. So she said, like, "Oh yeah, pickle in a bag. I know Garlic Joe. You get them at gas stations all the time." I'm like, "What? That's nuts." So
All the time?
all the time. Like, this is just a ubiquitous thing. Everywhere they go, there's pickles in a bag everywhere they go.
Mm.
So, yes, thank you for the marker, Dave Owafta. Giant pickles. So we're going to eat this and report on whether this is a good idea or not. Ooh.
Said we're going to do. Are we sharing it? Like,
Yes, we're going to share the pickle.
Maybe like a Lady and the Tramp thing?
I was going to make that joke, but yes, we have to eat either end of the pickle. No, I got 2 bowls. I'm going to cut it. Look. I'm gonna cut the pickle. Don't worry about it. All right, let's get this out of here. You can see clearly. So nobody's sponsoring Snack Time on Nights Around the Table,
No.
but they will after they see this. I do have a roll of paper towel. Is this how you're not gonna be in a tear
rip.
here?
Yeah.
I see. I was like, you're not gonna be at a gas station with a knife on you, but I'm like,
messy.
wait a second, you will be at a gas station with a knife on you. That's what I was saying. Of course you will. All right.
That's a good idea. Be aware.
Oh, I got it in my eyeball.
I think that's part of it.
Is that
He's
the
got
appeal?
protective goggles on his face.
One thing I don't like about Garlic Joe is these. I know these are supposed to be.
Drips,
they look like
drippy,
drips.
Or veins.
They're supposed to be just pickle bumps, but they look unwholesome.
Yeah, he's super jacked too.
Let's
the protein content is 0.
0 protein content. So
what's 16? Sodium is all the brine.
So he's bloated essentially.
Yeah.
That's how he looks so puffy.
Yeah.
All right.
Fat free, but it's a big muscle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, weird.
Gluten-free
Okay.
pickles.
There we go. Now, what do you think you're supposed to do with the juice?
Supposed to drink it.
Are you gonna drink the juice?
Someone wants. Okay. Who's?
Like, maybe we should put that on a straw poll.
Dude, you told me to bring a water bottle with a lid on it.
I know.
And then you bring in a bag of brine.
Because I knew this was happening, so I didn't want. I wanted to contain the spillage. Shots. Okay, here we go. There, I haven't touched your side of the pickle.
Wife says, drink the juice.
Drink the juice. All right, here. There's your half of the pickle.
The person with the most dignity should drink it.
What is that?
I think it'd be funnier.
Who between us has the most dignity?
I don't know.
All right.
Let's ask.
All right, bottoms up. Cheers the
This
pickle.
actually looks delicious.
COVID. All right.
COVID, what are we doing?
Oh.
Oh my God, I'm glad I didn't drink the juice. I would have puked. I would have thrown up.
I'm not puking. It's just.
That would have been horrendous if I just went for it.
I know. It hits the back of the throat really hard.
Mm.
Oh.
My God. That's 16% salt. 370 milligrams.
Oh boy.
What are we doing this for? Why are we doing this?
It's snack time.
I think I wasn't listening.
It's snack time.
People are watching.
Oh.
Looks smooth. Come for the board game, stay for the pickles. It's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's dill. If you like dill.
The very
It's like
garlic
a dill
dill.
delivery system. This is just dill.
No, here's the problem with this.
Mm.
This tastes almost exactly like the pickles that I get from the supermarket, and they're in a jar.
This is huge, though. You think pickle that bad?
This is huge.
Pickles.
The ones I get from the grocery store though are in like the refrigerated section, which apparently they have not antibiotic, but they have good bacteria in them. I think is the deal.
Pickles?
Yeah, pickles.
Yeah.
Because fermented foods are good for the gut. I hear these do not get refrigerated. These just stay in a bag on a shelf somewhere. They taste identical, but the big problem with this is, you want to know what I paid for this? Imported pickle in a bag.
You paid a lot of money for this?
I paid like $3 for this one pickle.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Who would even know we're drinking the pickle juice, though?
What do you mean?
Jewel Gala says, pickle shots, yes. And Stacy's saying, probably will go up if you do the pickle juice shots. I don't know.
I don't know if that's true. Let's take a look. Nobody, there's not like, how many, we've 47 followers.
47?
There's not like they're going to drink the pickle juice alert that goes out to Twitch when we're about to do pickle juice shots.
Well,
so.
let's do it.
Do you think that number is going to go up when we
share
drink?
Your wife is saying drink the juice.
All the women want us to drink the juice. What is that? Is this a female fantasy that's untapped? Is it like all they need to do is put Chris Hemsworth in a tight shirt and make him drink pickle juice for a whole movie?
He would have done it as Fat Thor.
He would have done Fat Thor. That's a very Fat Thor thing to do.
Worth a shot. Let's do it. And someone else is reserving some.
Oh
yes. If only there was
some
indication as to how they did this. You could have made it more clear. These were pickled.
Oh, I'm sweating. I don't know why. Oh, that's a 10-minute pickle.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
Big dough.
They have different flavors, and each flavor is a different cartoon character.
Who said Picklegate? I actually was embroiled in something called Picklegate once. I can't get into it. We did a show and someone thought we did something inappropriate with a pickle, but we didn't.
Did you get arrested or?
There was a lot of complications with it, and we called it Picklegate.
Picklegate.
Yes.
Who is the offending party?
I can't say. I can't
right,
say.
Right. It's the affidavit is sworn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink the juice.
Drink the juice.
What if I throw up right here? With all these cameras. I got the overhead view, all the brawny.
We got cleanup stuff. Oh man, I wish the straw poll was working because I absolutely would put it to a straw poll. Here, let me calm down on the straw poll.
What does it say here?
Okay. Just slips down the throat like Diesel does. Yeah, it'd be like drinking corpse runoff. It's so harsh. Hold on. I don't know what drinking corpse runoff is like, of course. Oh, now.
Strange you had that just ready.
Yeah.
Corpse runoff.
A little corpse runoff.
But
Stupid straw poll. Stupid straw poll.
Right, this is embalming fluid.
Yeah.
I'll drink it. I don't care.
Chat authentication failed. Are you sure the credentials you filled in are correct? Hopefully everybody can still hear us. You know what? Here, you hold the juice. I'm just going to make sure that the stream is still going. Or maybe you can tell us in chat that the stream is still going.
Why did they put chest hair on the pickle? How is that helping? Like if you're already repulsed by it, I guess if it doesn't repulse you enough that it's a pickle in a bag full of juice, they might as well give them chest hair. How do you get this camera to go on?
Which one? That over? Oh, you want that? There you go.
OnlyFans.
Okay on Twitch. Good. Idea. All right. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like he doesn't have hair anywhere else. It's just where it counts. He's got the eyebrows. He's got is that a little goatee or is that just his cleft chin?
He might have a
goatee. Okay, you can hear us. Okay. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this going manually. I think it would be worth it. All right.
All over your bare chest. We have microphones on our chest right now. That would probably kill us. Oh, the pickle noises were heard. Yeah, thank you. You're all still here too, which is this is odd.
Straw poll, no good.
This is looking sketchy.
All right. I think that since I can't put it to a vote, we're both gonna have to take a swig. You got to drink half.
We have bowls.
We do have bowls. That's just the runoff.
Okay.
Gross. So you're gonna do it like that? Oh, okay. Why not? We'll do it like like chai.
Japanese.
Yeah, exactly. Did you didn't take half?
Well, I don't know.
It's not half.
We'll portion it out.
There you go.
The only phone. Yeah, we need to put the OnlyFans.
I think I've got more in mine. All right, here we go.
I don't think I'm gonna like this.
I don't think so either. I might have to palate cleanse with a bit of water.
All right, Stacy.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
I'm glad that you have water with you. I don't think I have that.
Oh, do you want to share?
What's in this? Nothing. Nothing's in it. It's fully empty. I might need to throw up into it. Oh, Captain, my Captain. I know, this is it. This is our funeral.
The great thing is that if you're going to spew...
Intervine the arms. That's a good idea.
Spew into this.
Yeah. This is the most Wayne's Worldy thing I've ever done in my life, by the way. Just this.
Maybe we'll give you a haircut with a vacuum cleaner later. All right.
It does suck. All right. We're not intertwining now. Dude, you were just drinking that. Okay.
Oh, oh God. Woo. Mm. Do you need that?
It was not as bad as I thought it was.
That was the worst.
What did it remind me of?
Oh, I have so much more of a delicate palate than you do. We stink.
You know what?
What's
That
that?
just reminded me. I used to be a dirtbag. I used to be...
I used to eat pickles in the back of gas stations all the time. 7 years old.
Bag pickles.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know I'm a dirtbag.
his neighbors would be like, "What are you doing? That scrawny kid eating bag pickles again? Get him out of here."
Yeah, I used to be a dirtbag. Not that if you drink alcohol you're a dirtbag, but the way I did it. Yeah, I've been almost 5 years fully sober.
Wow,
Not
congratulations.
that I had a problem. Did I have a problem? People who know me probably. Someone said, you gotta try this shot. It's called a pickleback. And they put, I think it was whiskey, and then a shot of pickle brine. And I think you took the shot of whiskey first, and then the pickle back. And you drink the pickle brine afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what that just brought me back to. I think this was just I think I'm gonna be an alcoholic again.
It begins. Not that I'm trying to hold one over on you, but I've never had an alcoholic drink in my entire life.
I know.
So
I went
that
to
was
your wedding.
that was rough. That was rough on me.
I've never seen a groom toast. I think you had a fruit smoothie in your hand.
Something like that. Yeah, I had a boba.
I'm gonna finish it.
Bubble tea. You didn't finish it. That's not fair.
I just had a last little drop.
All right.
Bad. Not bad.
Snack time is over.
Think of a full-blown alcoholic again. What are we doing?
We're gonna. I think.
Go to...
What feeling did you have from the chat that they wanted to see? I think I have a feeling, but you tell me what you think they wanted to see opened.
Kanban?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I got it over here. Cher was yelling for Rococo. She really wants to play it.
Oh, Rococo. I'm trying to decrease my boredom.
There we go.
They make pickle vodka. Snack time is over forever.
Now, but before we crack into this, we got to see, did that do it? Did that bring us over? What's the number? 48! 48, you stingy bastards.
We drank pickle juice for one follower.
For one person. But thank you so much to that one follower. I didn't even see who it was, but thank you. I was probably blind by the time I had downed that pickle juice. I couldn't see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a hard time focusing.
I really am.
And you got that pickle bubble in your throat.
Yeah, I'm having trouble talking. Oh,
I love that.
I feel like the salty sea captain I was always born to be. All right.
This is not salty. This is not as salty. Oh, I mean, briny.
Yes, briny. Kanban. I'm going to say Kanban just like I say Catan instead of Catan. I think probably after Kanban is the pronunciation. You spent some time in Japan.
I did, 2 years.
Yeah. And you would say Kanban.
I'd say Kanban wa, so I guess it's kind of very close.
Do you know the term? Do you know what it means?
It's like a super efficient way of doing something.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
It's like a checklist system. With every time you use something, you check it off and you replace it, right?
Yeah, essentially. Well, if you've ever used Trello, Trello is a Kanban system. So that's the one I'm familiar with. And there's, without looking up, I know that I think Toyota, the car company, pioneered Kanban systems or Kanban systems. And I know that Trello, the way it works is you can make columns and you kind of move things through columns, and the columns indicate kind of like their doneness.
Yeah.
So if you are a high-ranking, high-rowing patron of mine, and there's the shameless plug for the Patreon right there, you'll have access to my secret cache of files, which includes access to my Trello board. So you'll be able to see all the different video projects that I have going through, and that's how I do them. All the ones that are kind of like on the backlog are over here, and then as soon as they get into production, they go into the scripting category, and then they go into photography or annotating, and then photography, and then editing, edit past A and edit past B, da da da. So
for fun.
For funsies, this is what I do. So what I gather, and I don't know very much about this game, maybe the people in chat do. Again, there's that Irish gleam they got going on. Like, turn it off. Is that it takes place in a car company up here. Let's just open it. But there's a test track. There's different. You're moving things through. So who has the knife? You got the knife? That's right there. Hey, I get to do this one because you did the last one.
Yes.
I
actually pierced.
Whoa, geez.
Yeah. Okay.
I went. No, I'm not.
Would anyone want this saran wrap when we're done with it? I know people
I don't know. It's
did a
not.
flat out cap locks no.
That's a
but
hard sell,
I
man.
think it would be cool.
And the shipping costs of something so light would be extraordinary.
Wouldn't you want the old paintbrushes from who's that guy, Bob Ross?
I'm no Bob Ross.
You are. You're an artist. You're an artist.
So kind.
Look, you own one of these.
Yeah.
Like, this is just something I just grabbed from against the wall. This is what an artist would own.
Do you know what I do with that?
Yeah, you do art.
I know. I assemble board game inserts.
Yeah.
You go visit the channel on YouTube. You can see me
do
reboxing
art.
things.
You're an artist, man. You're like the most creative human I know.
Oh, that's nice. That's
You
nice.
are. Not even nice, it's accurate.
Kanban is the name for a scheduling system that supports an efficient assembly line, just-in-time production, and a smooth workflow process. And oh yeah, so this game was originally just Kanban, and then they made this electric vehicle version of it. So it's like the updated version. I think they streamlined some stuff. They changed the components around. Listen for the fart. No. Box fartometer. 0. Too bad. Okay. So again, here are all the wonderful Eagle-Gryphon games you can buy. Here's the rule book. Now, this is not going to be for the faint of heart, friends. If you're just getting into the board game hobby, I mean, by all means, if you want to jump in, head first and get as deep into it as possible, buy whatever you want, enjoy whatever you want. But from my experience, games like these are very heavy. They take a long time to learn. Let's check out the rule book. They take a long time to learn. Oh, you can barely see it now. 21, 22, 23 pages. Glary, but lots of picture examples, so that's a good thing. They take a long time to learn. They take a really long time to play. They take a long time to teach people. Yeah, maybe you can. Here, let's see. No, you got to shift it. You got. Oh, it's getting better.
Is it?
Not really.
I can't even tell. There's so many lights in here. This is
trying
like
to
a
be nice.
professional TV studio thing he's got going.
Yeah, but except on TV, you can actually see things. Anyway,
That's pretty good, though.
what I'm trying to say though is, do you remember when? So some of you might know that my birthday game is a game called Tricarion, because my birthday is the only time I think I can convince people to play that game with me.
I played this with you.
Yeah, so that's it. So on my birthday a couple years ago, I cajoled Sean into playing it with me. What'd you think of it?
Okay. My problem is you told me what not to do, and I absolutely did that.
Okay.
You said you don't want to be a one-trick pony, and I'm like, yes,
yeah, you watch me.
And I lost.
But do you know what I mean? Like, if every single game in my collection was like that, and we're headed that way, you might not be so into playing board games with me, right? No, you're okay.
Liked it. It's complicated, but it was doable. Like I felt really dumb at first, but no, it all of a sudden you figured it out. It's like anything, I guess. But this.
This, however.
But this.
So yeah, Lacerda games are kind of like another level. So we got a bunch of tokens and chits to punch out. So grab that other bag. Do you have that other bag at your feet on the right side? Yeah, grab that. So another thing that Eagle-Gryphon sent by is this little thing. Maybe put it up here and we'll compare. So this is like a component pack that improves some of the things that are in the original game. So I think these, I could be wrong. Maybe chat will tell us. But I think these are wooden versions of maybe these green electric vehicles.
They look like gas
maybe
pumps.
They do look like gas pumps, so
Or
I'm
electric
probably
vehicle.
wrong.
Well,
I don't know. Oh, it's an expansion. Wait, is it an expansion? No, upgrade pack. That's an upgrade pack. If you can play Mind Clash, you can play this, says W. Siegel. Mind Clash is the company that the publisher that makes Tricarion.
Oh.
Yeah. So we got a couple of other nice little things to look at after this. So there's the little test track. Wow, I would have thought that was all on the same board from what I saw on the back, but maybe it's double-sided. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. So this is the big main board. Ooh, it's big.
Goodness.
So
Look how cool
this is really cool. So you always want to see this, Sean, because in a lot of games, when you have chits and things on a board and then you live in an earthquake zone and the board gets rattled, all your progress kind of like shifts and you lose your place. So when you get recessed boards like this, you can fit all your components in there.
This might be a rough question, but has anyone here ever been in an earthquake situation?
Yeah.
Besides me?
Tell us, chat.
Have you been in one?
We've only had so we live just an hour east of Toronto, right? So we have had minor earthquakes. I remember.
You felt it?
Oh yeah. You haven't felt it?
In Toronto? No.
Yeah, when we were
way
kids.
Up in a building.
No, this is when we were kids. Yeah, we both grew up in Oshawa Whitby area, and in Oshawa we'd have like minor little tremors, but nothing like Haiti had, for example.
No.
That's bad news.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Japan. There was some earthquakes that I felt.
What was the worst one?
that I felt.
Yeah.
I was at work,
Yes.
and it honestly, I'm kind of creative. I'm nowhere near what you are, but my mind likes to associate things. And I seriously said, "Is that a herd, a pack of elephants running downstairs?"
As they do.
Yeah, just running through the mall I was working at.
Stair elephants.
Yeah, like I'm like, to me it sounded like elephants running downstairs. And then of course everything started shaking.
Yeah.
Elephants. And I had to piece it together in my brain. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in Japan here. This is a heavily volcanic type, earthquakey type.
But you had nothing like falling over, or you didn't have to go in a doorway or anything like that.
No, I got very lucky.
Joseph says, it's late here. Parents just got back from a trip, so I stayed up to see them in. Well, that's very nice. And you're joining us, Joseph. Thank you for that. Speed Charger expansion tokens. I don't know what that is that Stacy's telling. Stacy knows way more stuff than I do. So Stacy, I was playing Everdell a few weeks ago, and Stacy's handle is Stacy_Everdell. So I thought, oh crap. You know what I mean? So Stacy comes in and knows everything about Everdell, and I was making a lot of goof ups, and so Stacy saved my bacon. Thank you, Stacy. Those green things you saw in the expansion pack, Stacy is saying, are Speed Charger expansion tokens.
Speed Charger expansion tokens.
So like, if Michael Todd's still here, Michael Todd actually owns an electric vehicle and knows the value of speed chargers. Yeah. Because otherwise it takes hours to charge your vehicle instead of 15 minutes. 10 minutes? I think it's 20, but Michael Todd could tell us differently. We'll open the board in a second, but what is going on here?
That's nice.
It is nice.
I like that.
Let's dive in. Oh, this whole thing is a whole stair-steppy piece. Whoa.
Well, I'm getting brine headache. Are you?
Yeah, I got a little bit of brine blindness. A little bit. Oh, this stayed in here. So very nice. Very nice.
Actions have consequences, even when you're on a camera.
They do. Whoops. Even when you're on a camera. Those weren't decoy stunt prop pickles. We just ate styrofoam prop pickles for 10 minutes. Okay. This is cool. Look at this. Hold on.
Pickles don't look like pickles on camera.
Yeah, we had to use prop pickles. They're like tiny watermelons that we soaked in formaldehyde. And anyway, isn't that how the Tin Man bit it? They gave it formaldehyde watermelons. Yeah.
Watermelon.
Put those on the close-up cam. Those are cool. Look at that.
Okay. These look like word bubbles for comic.
That's cool.
Comic strips.
Put these little guys on there.
Have we already talked about these? Do we know what these are? Am I like the only person who doesn't know what I'm looking at here? These look like speech bubbles. Is that not?
Yeah, they do.
Or
they're different colored ones.
For
Thank you, Joseph. Good to see you. Look at all those parts. I know there's like so much things. Look, there's a million things, and there's things over here. There's little cars over here. There's blue cars over here. There's cars of different shapes and sizes and stripes over here. There's whatever the heck this thing is, little calendar, little wooden calendar. Look at this. That is adorable. Look at that little YouTube button. Oh, look. Oh my gosh.
When does this? Oh.
Yeah.
That is really cute.
Throw these guys over there.
You're off on Friday, right? Like you got the day off.
Lacerda Games always have great art and components, works of art. Yeah, he's got one that's actually about art. The components look amazing. You get little easels. That's really cool. These are little engines.
Bubbles, yes, good
little engines.
People are so friendly.
Yeah, they're great.
Bubbles, yes, good job. Stop talking about them. I'm like fishing for prey. I'm like, please tell me I'm smart. I don't belong here.
Well, look, here's like one of these supercharger things in this bag, and the component upgrade pack has a bazillion of them. Yeah, little engine, little axles. I know, right? Oh gosh.
These look like marshmallows, or maybe mint.
I love the little Taki bubbles.
Like candy corn.
These are cool.
Colors on here.
They do.
I'm glad I cut my nails.
The Gallerist, thank you. That's the name of the art gallery.
Maybe a hand model today.
Look at these. These are little what are these? Bibles. These are adorable little like hotel room Bibles. They gotta be.
They are. They're little books.
There's no way that they're not Bibles. What do you got?
I got a little car. Looks like a car. Can't see because we're glary. We're super glare. I'm gonna use my Irish hand to block the glare.
So that does is a big white rectangle. Oh my gosh. Caddyshack asks, have you played, I hope you're not asking me if I've played many of Lacerda's games, because I have played exactly zilcho of Lacerda's games. I've played 0 of them. But here's a little, like you can like pretend that these are bones, these little skeletons, obviously, on the pink thing, you know, and they go in here, which is a little bit too much room for them.
Those are axles.
Yes, that's what I meant. Like Axl Rose's skeleton is what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the battery goes, right in the middle. No, or that's
the heart.
The heart of the car. That's
And then these
real gearhead.
These clearly go in here. Obviously, that's the perfect fit. So many little tokens. You know what I'm surprised to not see? Oh, here we go. Look, there's more treasures and secrets as you delve further into the box. What is going on in here?
It's like we're doing an unboxing video or something. This is
something like that, but we wouldn't call it that, because if we said it was an unboxing video, nobody would watch. So we'd never actually tell people we were unboxing anything.
Yeah. So
here are player guides. It looks like that's a lot of tiny text on the player guide. Whoosh.
DJ Mach 5 is out of here. 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, DJ Mach V's in. Strangely, it's DJ Mach V instead of Mach 5. I thought it should be Mach 5. I know. But yeah, DJ Mach V is in the UK, so can only hang out for a limited time.
What kind of DJ?
He does like oh shoot, I don't want to get it wrong by saying house when it's trance or trap when it's something else, but you know, club music. And so he does like festivals. He's been posting pictures. If you want to join us in the Discord server anytime, by the way, we have a photographer channel, and so that's where DJ Mach V and others post pictures of whatever. We have some professional photographers, some amateur photographers on the Discord, and they like to post their pictures of really amazing things, and some of them are amazing. And DJ Mach V has recently shown us photographs of the different festivals that he attended, and some other screenshots of I forget, maybe not Final Cut projects. What would be an audio project? But anyway, all the different dials and bars and levers and layers to put a whole show together with all the music, the lights and the sounds and all that nonsense. I don't know how it works. I've never DJed. And these are just, I'm amazed to see only like a very few cards. Oh, there's this one deck, I guess. So that's about, how many cards would you say are in there? Say it's about ballpark like
200.
Have to be, I'd say about 50,000.
200.
I know you're new at this, but it's more like 50,000 cards. I don't know why you're laughing. Yeah, so 50,000 in that deck, and then a few in that. And that, I said we would open the board. So I'm a little limited as to the games that I can play on stream, because not every game fits on the table on camera. So this looks like one of the ones that you're gonna need.
Oh my goodness.
We can't even fit that on the camera.
We need a bigger camera.
Yeah.
It's a whole factory.
I know.
It's cool. A whole factory. It's got everything.
It's also an upside down factory, a blurry factory. Like spin it around.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is something.
That's cool.
Ooh. I don't know if I love the color scheme. It's hitting me right in the I'm at work feel.
I see.
I've worked at a car plant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So this looks like a car plant?
Oh, yeah. That's car plant green right there.
Yeah, that is totally.
Yeah, or Defen bunker, like the bunker. Have you been to the Defen bunker?
No, I haven't.
Got a feel like this, very like
industrial.
Industrial, organized, and to the point. There's no creativity here.
But that's thematic, though.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't know. Maybe the people in chat could tell us, but I don't know if the actual design of the car is part of this, or if it's just like the cars have already been designed and you're just building. But it doesn't look to be a whole, like the creative stuff isn't really in here, but definitely
This is assembly.
This is assembly line. This is Ford stuff with the test track up at the top left.
Yeah, or Toyota. Like, who's making EVs?
Tesla's making them. What's it called? Nissan is making them. Everybody's making them now. Thank God. It took a while, eh? Mm-hmm. Holy crap! Holy. So it looks like, I think maybe pop out the test tracks and go there. There's no way we're gonna get this back.
No.
Humpty Dumpty is not getting put back together again. So let's
just wipe it.
Ditch it. Next game. That's it. Hold on.
You're all like, oh, I like the camera. Yeah.
Well, so let's while Sean puts this away, I'm going to, let's check that follower count. It's gone down. No, oh, 51! 51, fantastic.
I forget what that means.
You know what that means?
No.
I don't know either. We're going to do a giveaway.
Ah.
So how about you stick this all in the box and get it out of here while I queue up this giveaway.
Should I
No.
think loud about it? Noisy?
Yes, be loud, be noisy. I'm going to show you, hopefully the audio works, but one of my patrons, Don, actually got a hold of Talisman Digital, which is what we're giving away tonight. We're giving away 2 copies of Talisman Digital on the Xbox. Thank you very much, by the way, for following the channel. So you've unlocked the giveaway. So Talisman Digital on the Xbox. If you don't have an Xbox, you are eligible to win. That's fine. You can take the code and do whatever you want with it if you win. But I have a review by Don that I'm just going to queue up here. Hopefully it works and hopefully there's sound. I'm going to watch the whole thing and so are you, and I can't hear. So if there's no sound, you have to tell me when it's done. Where is it? I don't know. It's, oh my gosh, did I not hook it up? Oh, that's great. It's forgetting everything. Yeah. I know what we can do. We can, okay, I can get it going. Don't worry. So let me get it going in a separate window. Because I've been delaying this contest, and the whole thing has been on, hinged on Don doing this review, and now I finally have it, and the review's not going to work. So by cracky, I'm going to make it where I forget it. We're going live. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna put him on the window so that you can actually see him. Let me just get this going real quick here. Is this real
life?
Yes, this is real life. Are you still suffering from pickle weirdness?
Yeah.
All right. There's our chat. We don't want the chat. We want.
I'm on brine time right now.
Brine time.
We can't advertise what I'm drinking, can we?
Oh, are you? Yeah, you can advertise whatever you want.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Why not? How do I get it going?
Like I see it?
You just have a chat window covering your face, that's all. Everybody can still see and hear us now. I know, it's just terrible we're doing this live.
I've forgotten that I'm sitting in front of 11 cameras.
Okay, let me try something different, just because I don't see it in the list here. Let me try it one more time. We'll keep the chat up. So that's you guys. That's what we're seeing in another window. Isn't this fascinating?
So why aren't you giving these games away?
Oh, that's a great question. Why am I not giving them away?
I mean,
here,
Kanban was a present, right?
I'm going to hand you one of these games, and then I'll give you 10 guesses as to why I'm not giving it away. There you go. It's the shipping. You're wearing a captain hat. The shipping. Yeah, it's because shipping is prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
And I would gladly give more games away if the publishers wanted to get them to people. But
it should be like a code that you get the game out of.
Yeah, something like that.
Do the publishers know you're doing this?
Yes, Eagle-Gryphon does know that we're doing this tonight, thank goodness. Yes. Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Stacy. I'm glad that you got some value out of that. I'm just really sort of like tech panicking because I can't get this window open.
Snack
here,
time.
I'm going to try. Yeah, snack time. So here, let me get rid of this goofy thing. Okay, I know how to do it. I swear. I swear I set this up beforehand. Okay, here we go. All right, almost there.
Winner pays shipping. How about that?
I thought about that. It seems kind of cheesy though, because a bunch of other channels, I mean, they're in the States and a lot of their viewership is in the States, and it's a lot cheaper to ship to the States within the States. And sometimes they'll even say like, we're not going to ship to Hawaii or Puerto Rico, like any continental US is what they'll ship to, right? And a lot of them, a lot of them are shipping out of their own pockets, which doesn't make a super pile of sense to me because I didn't do this for it to be a money losing exercise exactly. You know what I mean?
How's that going?
Well, yeah. All right. On the next episode,
Talisman, the board game, as a video game on the Xbox. I was given a key to download this. I have to say it wasn't all that exciting. I still prefer to play the game on a board. There's nothing like being turned into a toad while you're actually at a table, as opposed to a digital representation. I still think the game is okay. Very difficult to read the text. Outside of that, not so bad.
Did it work? Did you hear it? Was it ear-splittingly loud? It might have been, because it likes to come in a little bit hot. But that was patron Don who decided to review that for us and tell us what he thought about it. And now, it's probably not I know, what a raving review. That's probably not the best endorsement of Talisman Digital, but it reminds me a little bit of when I played Monopoly on the NES way back in probably like 1987 or 88. And Monopoly, I mean, you know Monopoly. It's sort of like it's a love to hate kind of thing within the board game community with people who buy these kinds of games, right? So I think the moment I found out that Monopoly could be a lot more fun was when, why on earth would I do what? The show that review? Oh, why would I play Monopoly on the NES? I know, look, the follower count is going down steadily. Oh no, okay, it's going up. I think I understood why Monopoly wasn't very good when I played it on a digital platform, because essentially you only get to make, I think it's 3 decisions in the entire game. In board gaming, we have this term decision space, and that's sort of like the realm of all the different choices you get to make. And in like a Lacerda game, you get a huge decision space. There's always like lots of different routes to victory that you can take, lots of little paths that you can explore. With Monopoly, I think there are 3 things you can decide. So you don't get to decide anything when you roll the dice. I think you do get to decide when a property, by the way, this is the rule of Monopoly, when somebody lands on a property, it's not your decision to buy it or not to buy it. The property has to be bought. It's a requirement of the game. So if you don't buy it, it goes up for auction. So there's a decision. You decide how much to bid on a property, but it's gonna get bought. So if you've ever played Monopoly and people are like, nah, I don't think I'll buy Baltic Avenue. Well, it's getting bought by somebody. So that's one decision, how much money to bid on a property. Second decision is how many and when to buy houses and hotels. And the third one, I think, is, I guess there's 4. When to mortgage your properties and whether to roll or pay to get out of jail. And then there's that one where you land on the luxury tax and you pay 10% of the money that you have, or you pay XD dollars. And as kids, we always went with XD dollars because we didn't know how to figure out percentage of totals. So there's only like 4 decisions that you make in the entire game. And playing it on the NES laid that completely bare. And I finally understood, oh, that's why this game kind of stinks, or isn't as interesting or as exciting as other games we can play. So I think that Talisman probably has a similar thing going on. I hear it's a lot of dice rolling. I've never played it myself, but maybe when you play it on a digital platform, you realize that picking up the dice in person and rolling them is maybe part of the fun. Wow, have we really sold this now? Are we going to give this away?
Sure.
All right. I would like to do a trial run of this, but let's just go for broke. So in order to get on the list to be pickable to win a copy of Talisman Digital,
You say pickle?
pickleable. In order to win a copy of Talisman Digital, no purchase necessary. All you got to do is type !pick me. And I hope to God that the Player Picker 9000, which debuted on Thursday and failed spectacularly, actually works on this stream. So type !pick me if you're on the Twitch platform. If you're not on the Twitch platform, the command's not going to work. I tried to give everybody enough of a heads up that this would only work on Twitch. So type pick me, good. We got a couple pick me's, pick me, good. Gray's good, pick me, good. Varus is pick, great. Davo's on the list to get picked, great. And I'll give you a little time to do that.
Did you tell them to put an exclamation mark before it?
Yeah, !pick me. And yeah, I hope so. You know what? We'll do a little I'll punch in this and it'll tell us who's on the list, hopefully. Let's see. I know it's nerve-wracking, right?
Why did you make it pick me? Did you know we were going to drink the pickle brine?
No.
It's kind of giving me
it's a little thematic, isn't it? Are the butts working? Well, this button is certainly supposed to work, but I pitched Ryan to do that. He should do a bunch on classics, review chess. Review chess. What a fantastic idea. And guess what? I purchased a cheapo copy of chess when I went to Walmart a week ago. So I have a $5.49 chessboard. I usually like to make things fancy, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go and I'll get like one of these nice chessboards that's, you know, all wonderful wood inlay and it has metal shiny pieces. But then I gave it a thought, and I thought, like, chess is intimidating enough as it is, right? So wouldn't it be way better to just like hit Walmart and buy like a $5 copy of chess, just to make a video that makes it a little bit more accessible to people, right?
So talk about chess. Isn't there like a quadrillion different ways to win, or quadrillion different like moves? Like
there are.
Having watched Queen's Gambit.
I will not be coming to your chess stream. I'm sorry. That's okay, Stacy. Not all content is suited to all tastes. But
books written about it?
Well, there are entire books, and those would be intimidating too. Could you imagine, like, oh, I'd like to learn chess because I hear it's neat. Oh, here's a 400-page book about all the games ever played. Mm-hmm. It's intimidating, right? So what I'm going to try to do in my chess video is just explain the moves, explain a few openers. I'm going to explain the numbering system so that you know how to refer to pieces on the board with the number grid system, and I'm going to explain how to do chess puzzles in the newspaper. Cool. So yeah, so with $5 in a 20-minute video, you'll be able to go and get your own copy of chess and hopefully start some matches.
And we get to see if you threw out that 3-person chess I bought.
It's right there. Okay. It's on my shelf. I would be able to see it if the monitor weren't in the way. For a present one year, Shawnee gave me this bizarre. You can see it on Board Game Geek. It's this 3D chess, and it's a handmade set too. I think.
I think so. 3-person chess.
Yeah,
3D
not 3D.
Play on Star Trek.
And that exists too. You can get a copy of that. Yeah.
All right. Always try to improve that.
So I'm going to give you a little bit more time to type pick me. Hopefully it works. Let's see what the wheel looks like right now. There's nobody on the wheel.
Who's at the wheel?
There's nobody on the player picker 9000. Oh. See, it's empty. That's okay. That's okay. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Because some kind person in chat is going to set a marker. ! M space Ryan messed up. And I will see that marker when I go back. And what I'm going to do is, for everybody who typed pick me to this point, I'm going to take all your names, I'm going to throw them in a randomizer, and then I will announce on, let's say, Twitter or on my next stream who won the 2 copies. 2 different winners, and I'm going to give away 2 copies of Talisman Digital. And so everybody who's typed, thank you. Thank you for setting those markers. So there will be winners. Just the flipping player picker 9000, which I tested all day long and made sure it was working. Here. I know. We have this joke with Sean and I that he's a tech jinx.
Yeah, together. We've never. I'm surprised this is even going. I'm surprised we're even talking to people. Technology doesn't work when we get together.
No, it doesn't. It never has. Let me just see what's happening here. Yeah. No, it's not you. It's not here.
I'm surprised this is even working.
So yeah, I mean, people can see and hear us, so that's good. That's good. All right. The pickle me messed up. Do you think you made people type pickle me? Is that what happened?
People did that?
No, they're joking. I did really like the Queen's Gambit too. That was a really great series on Netflix. She's my girlfriend, by the way. Cheryl doesn't like it when I say that, but
I know.
Anya Taylor-Joy is my girlfriend. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm planning on breaking the news to her one day. All right. What an anticlimactic look I find. Now we can actually see the we can see the follow count go down. Where are we? 53 and dropping. Great. More stuff coming up. I have something that will work. Sorry, she's my girlfriend, Stacey Everdell says. I'll fight you for her. That's it. Those are fighting words. Okay, so I've got other stuff for you. So just you know what? We'll open maybe one more thing, maybe 2. So I'm going to show you a puzzle. It's going to be a rebus, and I would like you to tell me which game this rebus refers to. Hopefully you know how to solve rebus puzzles. So this will work for sure. Here we go. There. And maybe Sean can help us. I figure that out.
I don't even know what we're doing.
That is the name of a board game. So the first person to say it in chat doesn't win any copies of anything, but wins glory. Glory. In the chat. Michael Dad says, remind me to get on a boat with you two. It'd probably sink. You're guaranteed. Sat nav would catch on fire.
like a roaming Bermuda Triangle. One of those. I don't know what the heck you're doing with this.
No way, nothing. Who's got it?
Ooh,
Oh, Netron Structure. I've never heard of that board game, but
that's pretty good.
that's
I think
not-
Stacy's got it.
that's not the answer we're looking for.
The
You think
pickle
Stacy's
you
got it?
messed up. Kevin, man.
Can you figure out any of these symbols? Oh, somebody might have half of it. Maybe. Still looking for that game name.
I don't even know what you're trying to do with it.
This is a rebus. You know how rebuses work.
I do.
Yes. So this is the name of a board game.
Is that hand pointing to just one letter?
It's pointing to something. It's pointing to something. Hansa Teutonica. No, but that's a great guess. That's a great guess. Michael Todd says Netrunner. Android : Netrunner. Luke gets it. Very, very good. Very, very good. Well done. Let's see the breakdown of that. That's hand, and then Roy from the IT crowd. And the missing word that it's pointing to is de from Tour de France, right? So hand, Roy, de, right? And then on the bottom we got a net, and we've got Tron. And of course, that's the very famous ancient city of which is recognizable easily by most people. Not at all. But it was really hard to get something that said on it. So Android, Netrunner. Very good game, by the way, if you've never played it there. Very famous game. It was interesting because it was like what we call a living card game. So you know the games where you go to the store and you rip open a pack and see if you get shinies or whatever. So it's not that. That's a collectible card game. This was where you'd still rip open a pack and get new cards, but you knew exactly what cards were going to be in the pack. So every month or whatever, they'd release a new upgraded pack of cards for the game, right? Okay. But apparently, like, when people stop playing it, the game kind of like runs its course and runs out of money, right? They go out of business. So the company didn't go out of business necessarily, but the game kind of ran its course and stopped. But there were so many people who loved the game so much that it lived on in fandom, and fans started creating their own cards for it. So you can still buy cards. Somebody in chat can maybe tell me what I forget what they changed the name to, because the original Fantasy Flight owns the copyright to it. So you couldn't just make it Android Netrunner, but they renamed it and called something else and kept making cards for it. Netrunner, I hardly knew her. All right. I get a pick now. I would desperately like to see what this looks like inside. What's the matter?
I'm trying to figure out what the double entendre was.
For which?
Netrunner.
Netrunner. Anything that ends in ER, you can make that joke. Okay, anyway. There you go. All right. I feel like I default to like salty sea captain talk with the hat on.
Yeah, why not?
And people who are just tuning in might wonder,
what are we doing?
What on earth?
We got to keep him on for continuity now.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I don't even remember what the original reason why is.
Sagani, remember?
Sagani.
All right, let's get into this.
Rococo, man.
I've been told by multiple people that this is not a complex game. Again, it's very, very white. So it's gleamingly bright and difficult to see. I'm having trouble seeing it under these lights. I know. Burn my throat out and then burn my retinas out. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Salt is affecting my retina.
This is your turn. I'm sorry. I did half of it. Now you can do the other half. Okay. Nisai is the fan project. It's called Nisai. I believe you. Rococo, another beautiful game, says Caddyshack. Are these games from your personal collection? No, Caddyshacks, these were, only one of them is. On Mars was my Christmas gift this past year, and I'm only getting to opening it now. The rest of these games were all sent by Eagle-Gryphon Games. Presumably, no strings attached. I don't think they knew that we were going to put it on camera, wink, wink, but yeah. So I decided to do a whole, like, blowout shebang, everything Eagle-Gryphon except for Talisman Digital, which you could still win. I'm going to do the draw afterwards. Here we go. Rococo, look how pretty this is. So this is one thing that I believe Eagle-Gryphon. Yeah, let's cover the.
Is that your hand or mine? I can't tell.
It's one of them. My hand's the white one.
It's my hand.
Sean and I have such similar hands that I actually used Sean as an arm double in one of my videos. If you watch my Anachrony video, when I hand myself a piece, it's actually Sean's hand
Ah, it's this.
coming in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's this arm.
that one. Yeah, look at that. You knew you recognized it from somewhere.
Nobody
The whole
cares.
time you were looking at it, you were like, "Is that the hand that I saw?"
Man, it's off camera.
Okay, so here we go. So this is a game that actually existed before Eagle-Gryphon, and I believe Eagle-Gryphon purchased the rights and made a gorgeous version of it. And look at this, right off the top, we got these amazing looking embroidered bags that say Rococo. They're nice. So these are probably player bags. Everybody gets one. Well, there's only 3 though. Maybe I'm wrong about that. In chat, you can correct me if you've already played this. So very pretty. The catalog, we'll get rid of that. Yes, look, lovely. I've been told it's a simpler game, and look, there are much larger picture examples. And well, we're getting into some text now. And this whole rule book runs 18 pages, so a couple of pages short, but it still looks, I mean, they all look daunting, right, when you first dig into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
It looks, oh my gosh. It's hitting me right in the boredom center of my brain now.
Really?
I've been to places. Like I've
Yeah.
been to places that look like this in real life, and they're not
Okay.
boring in real life.
No.
So I don't know if I would play a game about making dresses.
It's about dresses, though, Sean.
I know.
Okay. You're into the cars. You said the car one looked boring too. So
Did I?
You did. You said it looked too.
Oh, when we looked at the actual
industrial
layout, yes,
yeah.
it did. It looked like a place
So
we wouldn't spend
look
much
at
time.
this. Look at nice little chits with people in Baroque dress, like little
Not
tights.
Baroque.
Not
Rococo.
Baroque.
It's
Rococo.
called Rococo.
It's called Rococo. Anyway, which came
If only
first?
there was some indication as to what style this is.
Which came first, Rococo or Baroque, Mr. Fancy Smarts?
Baroque.
Did
Yeah,
it?
the Rococo was a response to Baroque.
Can somebody please hit Wikipedia and fact check Sean? I believe you.
Well, Louis XIV was that's Baroque. That in Versailles. That's Baroque.
Okay.
And then this is the response to this with more mirrors and asymmetrical
Okay. Look
gilding.
at this. Yes.
You know.
Tell us more.
It looks like this.
It looks like this.
We
Looks
got-
exactly like
We got
flipping.
the world's biggest game board here to
Oh my
demonstrate
God.
what it looks like.
This is another. This
More mirrors
I would
and
say this
windows.
board is the exact same size as the Canada
Yeah.
one, wouldn't
Looks like
you?
There's more to it, but I guess not.
Hmm.
Yeah. Rococo, man.
Whew.
Are the game
Huge.
pieces thimbles? Is this what we're talking?
Yeah. Let's find out. Let's keep digging in. That's the board.
This says no thimble here.
Well, let's take a look. Keep
I'm
going.
getting some Monopoly vibes because in
No.
the EV there is a car.
How dare you?
But the EV has a car.
Yeah, but
it
is
looks
that to
just
say
like the
that-
Monopoly car.
No.
It does.
There were lots of different cars in Kanban. Oh, that's it. That's
Did I say Kanban? I
oh,
said
that's
EV.
it. Let's watch the follower count go down as Sean
no,
compares a Vital Lacerda game to Monopoly.
Can I even find this and all this stuff that came with it? Look at this little car here. That looks a lot like the Monopoly car.
Here, I'll put it on close up. Oh, that one does, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is from EV, Kanban. Okay, I didn't even mention it when we were talking about it. I'm like, that looks like the Monopoly car.
No, okay, you're
And
right.
now,
You're right. But what
there
about
may
this?
or may not be a thimble, which is a Monopoly thing. If there's a wheelbarrow,
Do you think that a little top hat? Do you think that Eagle-Gryphon just bought a whole pile of Monopoly games? They're like, what can we do with this? That's a whole different game. We'll just add a couple of extra things, just a few other elements, just to pad it out. Get this whole gigantic. So again, just like the Kanban one, you've got this
look at
whole
this. I think I'm right.
attached insert.
Baroque art
Okay, what do we got?
emerged about 100 years after Baroque. Sorry,
Rococo.
Rococo art emerged
Mhm.
about 100 years after Baroque art.
Mm,
So, God, there you go.
you're right.
Versions of two movements can often intertwine.
Ooh.
Stacy again.
Stacy with the save.
Yeah. The
Okay.
save, I think I was right. I said it came.
Baroque like the player picker 9000.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I'm sad. Hey, Sean. Guess what?
Benzino.
Guess what?
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, throw it on the
Look
close-up
at
camera.
that. We can actually build a little Monopoly here. Where did I put the car?
We're not gonna though.
We could play Monopoly with this.
There's the car. Yeah, what are we missing?
You're getting
Wheelbarrow
this.
Battleship. That's how they refresh Monopoly, by the way, year after year, eh? They're like, new tokens, as if
Yeah.
that's at all an interesting part of the game.
I was honestly expecting like 40 thimbles, like or enough for players to be a thimble.
It
I was
might
expecting
be, and again, chat can correct us, but it might be. I was going to say first player token, but look, there's a very unique piece that I've never seen in any other game. This is a hand painted. This is very nice. No wonder these games cost money. Throw that on the close up.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at that. A hand painted figure.
For those who wanted a bust earlier, this is it. Remember?
A bust like the player picker knight acid.
Baroque is busted.
Which token you play with is the fourth decision in Monopoly. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's listening. Gosh. I'm sitting right next to it. I almost didn't pick up on that.
She is a tiny bit scary looking, but I think that a lot of stuff from that period was a little bit upsetting, wasn't it?
And what period? Oh,
The Rococo period.
Rococo period. I thought you were talking about when we were talking about the Monopoly thing. Look at these delicious. They look so tasty.
What are they?
They look like mint.
Don't hold them too close; they get blurry. But they look like brain coral to me.
Oh, that's nice.
Or cakes? Are they cakes? Or are they? Yeah. Look at
like
these.
Those dusty mints you get.
Look at these little, like sort of like
The little whitest thing you can hold up. Look at these white against
look,
white.
they blend.
Let me use my big dark hairy arm. You need some dark.
I know. Here, or this thing's dark. Here. There.
What's shiny then? Okay, fine.
Yeah, it is shiny.
This is flat. I don't know.
All right.
Is that gonna help?
On top, yes.
Well,
Now we can see
you
everything.
put something on it.
Okay.
There it is.
Does that do much?
I don't know. Why do you want to show them this white thing?
Because what I want to show, and it's hard to see on camera,
Yeah.
is it has little recesses in it. They're scalloped, so little round things go in here, and they fit like perfectly along the little divot. So let's find here. You can kind of see when you you can't see it out here, but the back. See, you can see from the back of it. They got little roundy things. So let's find the little roundy things that fit in there, and we'll stick the little roundy things in there. So here are some little roundy things. Do you think that these are the things that go in there? Let's find out. Investigate with me.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh no, they're too thick. Too thick. Those are not the little
Nothing
roundy things
else
that go
looks
in
like
there.
it would ever fit in there.
But speaking of hand painted things,
Yeah,
look.
that's cute.
It's a whole bag of hand painted
Use this.
spools of
Spools, yeah.
of thread. Yeah,
Spools of thread.
really nice.
Very cute.
Really
It's like
nice.
dollhouse furniture.
A human being painted each one of those. I guarantee you. And that's
Did
a
it?
fine. Yeah, I don't think a machine painted those. No way.
Yeah, because look at the little needle.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe we could do close up.
Yeah. Let's do close up cam.
Mhm.
Pull it back a little bit. Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Something.
The dress chits go in there. I see.
Dress. Shit.
So I'm looking for the dress chits. So those are going to be cardboard, I assume.
Okay. I see. We're not there yet. We haven't punched these things out. Yeah, because there's so many pieces to this thing we
So
haven't
many
punched out.
pieces. Okay, let me see.
Your thing is papercraft. I don't know what that.
I like
Where did that
papercraft.
even come from?
Are these the dress chits? Are these the ones that are supposed to fit in there?
That looks like,
They look promising. Yeah, look at that.
yeah, and they stick up.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So those are like, what do they call them? Bolts of fabric?
Yes.
Bolts?
Correct.
Am I using the right term?
I think you are.
Have I been to Fabricland before?
Fabricland, a Canadian institution.
Yeah,
Not
I
all
was
of our
gonna
viewers
say,
know
we're
what
talking-
Fabricland is.
We're talking homegrown.
Everybody in Canada knows what Fabricland is because they're one of those
most
places that,
boring store on the planet.
and it's very quiet. You ever notice?
Oh my gosh.
You walk in there and like, because there's so much fabric, it deadens the sound and it's just like
And
this
there's no music.
spooky. Nope, never.
And everyone looks at you like they've never seen you before when you walk in.
And they have if you're a guy walking into the Fabricland, you get looked up and down in a different way. I think they're like,
Yeah, I go there a lot.
have you lost your wife or mother? Do you need help?
You need
There's
you
like
need
a
police officer.
there's like a lost husbands area in Fabricland. Not to cast aspersions on any men who like to sew, of course, but
I've been there a bunch of times. It's a good place for costumes.
quietest store in the world with
Yes.
the loudest ad.
Fabricland.
Fabricland. Americans don't know what on earth we're talking about.
It's a pretty catchy jingle.
It is. These look like lovely, lovely player boards. Look how pretty. All within the style. Very nice. I've got them upside down. Yes.
Didn't even
Right.
notice.
And then a deck of cards. As usual, we need cards.
Mm.
And then here, you take this one, and I'll take this one. They look to be about the same, but if we were to estimate, like how many cards, I don't know
Gotta
why
be
you're
at least 5.
At least I would say the 50,000, so approximately. Again, I'm not good at estimating, but
I tried to go super low. I don't know.
oh, sorry, I'm trying. There we go. Look at that dude.
Is that a dude?
Scarlet Pimpernel? No.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We'd have to ask.
That's a granny.
Yes.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Did you want to crack one open and we can see what the cards look like?
Grandfather.
Yeah, hard to say.
That's kind of got a Geppetto vibe.
A little bit. I'm not going to assume.
No, me neither.
Mm-hmm. Let's demolish gender stereotyping one game at a time. That's
Yeah,
right.
well,
Men so.
Why not?
Ryan's.
I think that would be. I think this card would identify as male.
You think so? Oh yeah. You know what? Looking really closely, I agree.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree. It's one of those like. Didn't they have like their hair was really gross, hard to wash, was falling out, and so they wore powdered wigs?
Yeah.
I think he's wearing a powdered wig.
Yeah.
They do have nice little rip strips on them. I always like that.
Mm-hmm.
Make it easier to get the cards off. I always say that, and then I have a hell of a time getting them open. Lovely, lovely, lovely dressmakers. Look at them. Look at them.
That's the Rococo accent.
Making the dresses, yes. Ooh. This dude needs a little more time in the sun, much like us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Too much time making dresses.
Folks mostly bereft of melanin.
Yeah.
Like
We'll see.
like you and me.
We'll see.
All right. And then a bunch of like screened wooden pieces are the other things that you get. So I don't know. Have you guys played this? Do you like this one?
People say they love it.
I think there's a space schnauzer in on Mars. That's funny because it's the Monopoly piece. There's a space schnauzer in on Mars. It's like a Astro Terrier.
What the hell are you talking about?
We're talking about Monopoly pieces cribbed by Eagle-Gryphon Games to go in their other games. The Schnauzer was a piece in Monopoly.
Oh yes, the dog with the tail
On
up.
Mars takes place. It may shock you. On Mars.
Wow.
So
Okay, I like it.
Don's saying there's a space Schnauzer.
Nice. Okay, I get you. I
Yeah.
like it.
All right.
That's the original downward dog. That's the original downward dog.
That
That's where
dog?
the yoga move came from.
He's not doing that.
He's
though.
doing it. He's.
I love that I can
bending down.
get chat to fact check Shawnee O on his.
Isn't the dog's butt way up in the air?
No, you wish. No, the dog's like this the whole time. Like
Really?
Just, yeah,
It's both up
yeah,
there?
4 on the floor.
Well,
Yeah.
what piece is doing that then? There's something.
The battleship? I don't know. What piece would you like to present? Isn't there at least one
one
Monopoly
that's, like,
piece that's in
pouncing?
heat?
Yeah, maybe it's the copper tone dog. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm definitely wrong. Now that I think of it,
The copper tone dog is down
doing that, but
because
it's also
it's
fighting
the bathing suit. Yeah. Glad we got that figured out. That was a close one.
Whatever. Should I put the car in with?
No, that's gonna mess. I was really worried that we were gonna open a couple of games up and then all the pieces would get mixed up together. When I was a kid, speaking of Canadiana, we have a Canadian author named Mordecai Richler, and he did a book called Jacob Tutu and the Hooded Fang, right? So it's about this kid who said everything twice. That was his superpower.
2 plus 2.
We were Canadians, so that's all we got. And he,
not a global thing.
no, that's a Canadian thing. And so he goes up against this wrestler called the Hooded Fang. Anyway, they made a movie of it that came out like in the 80s when I was a kid. And the villains were really weird because one of them looked like a bird, and I forget the other one looked like a fox or something like that. But they were people, but it was kind of like Chicken Lady from The Kids in the Hall, another Canadian institution. Mm-hmm. And they were, it was Mrs. Fish and Fowl were the two names, Mrs. Fish and Mr. Fowl. And so the scariest scene in the movie that had me bawling and upsets me to this day was Mr. Fish and Mrs. Fowl go into this toy store at night. Already upsetting, people in a toy store at night with all the lights off and all the toys, freaky.
Yeah, it's freaky.
And they go to the puzzle section and they're like, I'm going to mess things up. And so they take puzzles and they open puzzle boxes and they mix the pieces and they put the lids back on and put them back on the shelf. Horrifying.
Let me just try.
Scarred me. To this day, I can't handle the thought of it.
Interesting.
Yes, perish the thought of Fish and Fowl.
Okay, I'll
Kids
put
in the Hall
the
were
game
so
piece
good.
back in easy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What's that disc that you got down there for something?
A disc.
There's a little white disc.
That's a
that's a
bottle
bottle cap. Okay.
You can wash these snacks. Do you have more snacks? Because it says snacks plural, and that was literally one snack that we cut in two and shared. Does that even count as 2 pickles?
I have more snacks, but you would have to run the gauntlet and get them from over there. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, you know what? You can go pick from the snack bin. The snack bin is the bottom shelf right down there. See it? I got a Kallax that holds pens, pencils, unopened games, and snacks.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me what you're eating tonight? I'll listen.
You're doing that, eh?
Yeah, why not? Who's eating what? Kids in the Hall, or tell me what your favorite Kids in the Hall sketch was. I'll go first. My favorite Kids in the Hall sketch was Citizen Kane, hands down. It's the best one. Go look it up on YouTube after this stream, which I know is riveting. It's the peak of entertainment. Monopoly Horse. Oh, the Monopoly Horse is doing a reverse downward dog. Are you thinking about the horse?
What?
The horse's butt is on the ground, apparently.
Oh.
Where are you going? You got to go get snacks. I don't know why you're back here. Go get snacks. I'm crashing your head. That's what you're thinking. A head crusher. I crashed. That was Mark. I've met all of the kids in the hall except Bruce. In Canada, you run into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, our high school was right across the street from this old mansion, and Sean, I presume, worked at a car plant because we have GM headquarters was here in Oshawa. Yeah. So was it GM that you were working at? Yeah. Don't worry about the camera too badly. So Sean was working at GM, and the founder of GM Canada has this big old mansion in the center of town called Parkwood, and they shoot a lot of movies there. So if you ever saw X-Men, the original X-Men movie, then when they pull out on Professor Xavier's mansion, that's Parkwood. So they shoot a pile of movies, and our high school is right across the street. We used to go over for lunch and just eat lunch on the grounds because it was a nice place to hang out. And one day, the kids in the hall were filming some sketches there in the mansion, and my friend Caitlin was a diehard Kids in the Hall fan, so she made sure that we went over there and harassed them while they were trying to eat chicken sandwiches. And so we met, who did we meet that day? We met Mark and we met Kevin, and then later on, my friend Caitlin took me to a taping. And so you can't bring all the snacks. You got to pick one. It's like being at the dentist and you pick toys from the treasure box. Chicken Lady, yes, Chicken Lady. That was Mark's character. I met them all in Philly, says man, Stacy's all over everything. I shouted at Dave Foley to give me a hug, and he pushed through a crowd to do it. Very nice. I just saw Dave Foley in a movie. I just watched, after all these years, Monkey Bone. It was awful. That's the one that has, oh, you're going for these ones.
Yeah.
You would. All right.
I might actually have something to add to that.
Second snack of the evening is going to be Kokae Korean spicy chicken flavor-coated peanuts. We're going for the extreme snacks tonight because this snack is not to be trifled with.
Why?
It's not for the faint of heart.
Why?
It's not pickle in a bag level caustic, but it's do you have room to put
Few things are.
a few things do you have room for
yes.
Okay, Rococo?
Yes, I do.
I might not. If you don't, I can put it down here. You just got a heap of opened games
If I
here.
put it down here, I'll never leave again.
That's fine. This will be
Okay. Okay. I might have something to add to that.
okay. Kids in the Hall stories.
Yes. I have not met any of them. Not even one.
They did do the stage show a few years back. I saw it, and unfortunately, I didn't like it that much because it was a little bit like I saw Eric Idle do a stage show, and he just did a bunch of like Python sketches. And if you've seen all the Python sketches, you know them word for word. So it was just Eric Idle and some guy who wasn't John Cleese doing the parrot sketch.
Yeah.
And it's like, I kind of know how the sketch goes. I know the jokes.
Do you still have your bowl over there?
I do.
Okay.
You know, they weren't doing anything new with it. So that's how I felt about the Kids in the Hall one.
All right, you're not going to like this.
Uh-oh. What do you got? You got hot sauce?
I did bring it. I brought this.
What are we going to put the hot sauce on?
The peanuts. You say they're already...
Oh, no. No, you're good with just the nuts. Why don't you try... What is this?
This is Mad Dog 357 Magnum hot sauce.
I did not want this to be a hot sauce challenge, but
It'll blow your head clean off.
We could turn it into one. Why don't you try a couple of these without the Mad Dog sauce? And then...
I'm sure it'll be hot. But there's nothing hotter than that.
You want to go one step beyond.
That's not true. That's not 100% true. I didn't want this to turn into hot ones.
Yeah,
but,
and now it's turning into hot ones.
It's turning into hot ones. But I think we can make this even hotter if we had to, because I brought this from home.
Okay, let's go.
357 Mag Dog.
Let's go baseline on the
We
Kokai.
should have put on the pickle. The pickle was pretty intense without it, though. The pickle was his own thing.
I couldn't have handled that on the pickle. All right, here.
Still kind
You
of
do the
with
honors.
us.
Do the honors on the nuts, and first I want you to try them.
These are open.
You picked them. I don't know.
This was not part of the show, by the way, kids. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You've got something on your shirt, like a whole slice of pizza.
Yeah,
Wasn't that gag? Wasn't that in Police Squad when they got the big tall guy? And like, he's eating a banana. It's like, oh, you got something on your face. And like a whole half a banana falls on the counter.
Okay, these are, what did he say? Spicy chicken flavored coated peanuts.
Mm-hmm. Bottoms up. I mean, I've had them. This can is about a quarter full, and it's taken me like a year and a half to eat that many of them because I can't. I keep like a dog to its vomit. I keep returning.
All of our mascots are kind of similar. I mean, can we even see this? Is this camera still working?
Oh, here, let me put it on there. There
Are
we
you
go.
controlling these cameras?
Yes. What did you think?
I thought they were automatic.
That was no. I
thought
doing
they
it
were
myself.
Okay, and Pickle Guy, is he still around?
Pickle Guy,
You just
throw him
ate
at
one
him.
without us even... Look at that! How did you do that?
It's
my
magic.
gosh. Are they similar? I mean, they're both...
I don't think there's any similarity between either of
Well,
those
the
guys.
glasses are kind of similar. I mean...
I think we're looking at a before and after picture right now.
They're both fit. I don't know.
Food on your shirt was a skit with Bruce McCullough. Do you remember that one, the Kids in the Hall sketch? Got something on your shirt? I vaguely
No,
recall.
I remember the pen.
Yeah, my pen.
My pen. All right, ready? So you've already had one,
I know what these are all about.
and you're not dying.
They're trying to bit wasabi pea like, but
Mm-hmm.
right? But I can't do more than like 5 of them without going like, oh, okay, it's time for some yogurt.
Okay. If this is too hot for you, that's gonna be a little much. 357 Magnum is a real deal. It's the real deal.
Why don't you lead by example and show me
we
what's
should do it together.
Oh God. Do you have a beverage handy?
Lots of hot sauce. Stacey, I still don't know how we're gonna get followers by doing this.
There's a follow count. Right.
Oh, the
It was
worst
already
thing
up.
is when you laugh
53.
and it shoots it into your sinuses. I just shot that in my sinuses somehow.
They're hot. They come back to you.
Oh, Peppermint Patty is now honking nuts. What does this mean? Oh, I get you. Oh, that's funny. I get that.
Looks like
I'm
peppermint.
not
patty.
usually this slow, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not of my element today. Alrighty. You want to try some of this?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
the
Let's give it a
biggest-
shot.
The biggest peanut you can find.
That's this one.
Maybe we should just dip it in something. I don't know. Let's use the lid.
Oh, okay.
I have to wash that after.
Yeah.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Oh, that's way too much.
Okay.
Okay, kids. So this is Hot Ones. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
I don't
Except
mind
Hot
it.
Ones is done with celebrities. We're just two idiots nobody's heard of.
It's clear.
All
Everyone
right.
knows.
All right.
I'm the special guest.
Yeah, you're the special guest. What does that say?
I know.
What does that say? It says 53 followers. That's what it says.
53.
Though we appreciate every single one.
Yeah.
All right.
I honestly didn't think.
How much are you dipping in?
Let's just coat it. I mean,
The
you
whole
won't
thing?
like it. You won't like this.
Well, then
This
why
is
are we
just
doing
plain.
it?
It's just plain. Well, because you said this was hot. And it isn't.
It is,
It's
though.
kind of. This is hot. Ready? Are you ready for
What
this?
part of your tongue do you let it touch?
All of it. Just don't lick your lip. Ready?
I'm surviving it. I don't understand what the problem is. Is it a slow burn? Is it the kind of thing where my eyes are watering a little bit now? Is it the kind of thing where water makes it way, way worse? Should we have milk right now?
I don't think anything else. Oh, not terrible.
No. I'm just going to take a drink. Not because of the hot sauce. Just because I like sipping water from time to time. I find it refreshing. We were supposed to be opening board games.
Water makes it worse.
Did you wait till I took a sip to tell me that? Oh my God.
It's not that bad.
Nah, I can survive. Your eyes are bloodshot.
Yeah, it's a very hot sauce. It's a very, very, very hot sauce. It's not a sponsor.
The snacks segment was supposed to be nice.
Was it?
We were supposed to enjoy it. We were supposed to encourage
Really?
people.
I don't think it was designed for that.
No, it wasn't supposed to be stunt snacks.
This is a stunt snack.
This is a stunt snack. Now this
Right.
is a stunt snack. This is like going over a cliff stunt snack.
Let's do another one.
No,
Come on.
no,
I want this big one.
no. We have to open a board game.
We'll open a board game after this. This one's all wet. This has got a pickle burn on it still. All right. I dipped in yours, but I'm gonna have another one. You should have one too. Stacy?
I don't think I will.
Stacy, are you telling people about this? Anyone turning in right now? LOL. Yeah, sure. This is good. I like it. I like the flavor too. Although my hand's trembling.
I think
Have another.
you're twitching a little. No,
Twitch,
I think I'm good.
Twitch.
I'm really sweaty now.
Yeah, so you can see the hot
I
dog.
just wiped my eye, and that was a bad plan.
Oh yeah.
It didn't even get on that part of my hand. How did that happen?
Go into the other.
Where is that coming from?
Go into the close-up camera. They want to see the hot sauce bottle. This sauce will blow you away. Okay.
Where do we buy it, Sean?
I got this on Amazon. But this was featured on Hot Ones. And Bryan Cranston actually had this.
Yes.
I loved his reaction to it when I bought it.
What did he say about it?
He just said, how's that Mad Dog treating you? And it was just funny how he said it. It was funny how he said it, so I liked it. Oh, yeah. Pretty impressive.
I've been rummaging around in the tickle truck for something important. I can't find it.
You know, so.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god.
So, yeah, 357 minutes. It's good.
Okay.
I'm not one of those guys. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those guys.
Oh, my
but
God.
I needed to try it because Bryan Cranston. Oh, look at that.
I don't understand how that happened. It didn't even touch this part of my hand, and I rubbed my hand with my knuckle, and now I can't open my eye.
That's great that you have that.
Well, it's convenient. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to open a board game?
I think you should have one more. You still haven't had one.
I did have one.
Yeah, two.
I had one in my mouth, and I had one in my eyeball.
Yeah, you did. Should I
Oh,
put some in?
No, my God.
What are we doing, Mars?
I don't know. What does chat say? You appear to be a sobbing pirate skipper. Too right. I need to wipe my other eye, but I
whole
don't dare
body
touch
paper
it.
towel thing.
I know. I'm gonna do that instead.
Mars.
Mars? Oh my lord.
Red planet, red eyes.
Oh my god, it's thematic.
Yeah, your eye looks like this right now. Whatever that is.
Do you recognize the artist on Mars?
This is Ridley Scott, I believe.
Okay. They're giving it away in chat. So the gentleman who designed this game is the same gentleman who designed what? Kanban. And the gentleman who illustrated this game is the same gentleman who illustrated Kanban. So it's the same designer illustrator team. What are you laughing at?
You sound like a sailor somehow.
If I don't
Yeah.
if I don't talk like this, my nose is going to start running.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't even understand. I don't even understand. Okay, well this is all you because I can't.
Am I
have to-
cutting this open?
Yeah, I got to doctor my face. Where did the knife go? Oh, it's over here.
Tool.
Excuse me. Yeah, Eagle School. He's the artist.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at these. Okay.
Cheryl's like, "Are you still going?" Yeah. Well, I don't really care if anybody watches. Really, I just want to get all these games open because it's been forever.
You don't care if people watch?
No, I care if people watch. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I desperately care if people
It
watch.
takes a lot to watch one of these.
It does.
What's the longest thing like this you've ever watched?
I was on one.
Have you reached Stacy levels? Stacy was here before we even started.
Stacy's been watching streams all weekend long, haven't you, Stacy? Stacy, you must be putting them on in the background while you do something productive, I hope.
Don't stream shamer.
I'm not stream shaming.
I'm
saying-
something. My dad tried that earlier.
I'm
He's like,
saying
"Yeah, there's things
Stacy
to
is a
do."
pro and Stacy knows what's up.
You got time to open
No, this is
board
all I
game.
do, says Stacy. All Stacy does is watch streams. Look at that. Oh. So this one is not from Eagle-Gryphon Games, even though it's by Eagle-Gryphon Games. This is Cheryl bought this for me for Christmas. I'm very, very excited about it. But here's what's weird about it. They just put like an expansion out on Kickstarter, and look at the dude on the front here. Look at the illustration of the dude. That's a pretty, like, I don't know, quasi-realistic illustration, right? I think. Are you gonna have another nut?
Yeah, they're good.
Oh my god.
They're good.
Okay.
They're good.
Except that the expansion has this super cartoony looking alien. Let me give you a picture of him. He looks something like that. But it seems like it's like a radically different style. Like, I don't know, there's Martians on Mars. And this seems like a kind of like this reminds me of like the Martian, you know what I mean?
Ridley Scott.
The book, and they made the movie out of it with what's his face?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. What's the
Don't
matter?
do it. I thought you were going to do the
Matt
Team America.
Damon. I like Matt Damon. I would never. And I hope to have him on the stream one day.
I don't think that would be a diss. He knows about it.
You know what's funny about this box is it's filled with so much stuff. The bottom is bowing out. It's not sitting
You're right.
flat on the table.
They couldn't even stuff
They
it in
couldn't even fit everything in here, so I don't know how
there.
we're
Maybe
gonna
that's
do
where
it.
your pants went.
Okay, listen closely. Oh, again, disappointment.
I was going to bring an
Nothing.
old box.
Box fart-o-meter 0. We've had
I've already
zeros all
told
night.
Mine that doesn't.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, it says something that Stacy's still looking at this stream and not any of the wonderful streams that are out there to choose from.
I guess so.
on the
You
board
have
game.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, 5 monitors right now. She could be watching a whole bunch.
Yeah, true.
Or she, I don't even know. Stacy. I
Well,
don't
we're
know.
just assuming, but maybe it's like kind of like maybe you know how they say real life is a simulation. Maybe Stacy's the one that, maybe she's our angel, making sure that maybe she's making you eat those nuts right now. Maybe she's sitting there hammering the eat spicy nuts button on her monitor. And
Working.
The Twitch is her view into everyone's lives. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
It's working.
So here's the board.
Ooh.
Oh, I like it when they print on both sides of the board. Look at this
Yeah.
pretentious. Look, this is a sign.
love it.
They printed Lacerda's signature on the back of the board. Come
I
on
think
now.
this artist deserves it.
That was the designer, not even the artist.
Designers. Okay. Oh, that's fine.
I wonder if the other boards were signed. I don't know if we noticed. So this crazy ass board.
Oh my goodness. Should we flip it first?
This is
Like,
how.
what's the whole fold? That was a mad fold out.
This is it right here.
No, it was the back.
Oh no, it's a whole like red planet. It's just a picture
Ooh,
of
there's a
Mars.
space station.
Yeah, but that's not the cool part of the
That's
game.
cool.
All right, we'll do it. All right, here we go.
That's cool.
You gotta show it.
I'm a sci-fi or SF kind of guy, and that's kind of, I like that.
All right.
Kind
Fair.
of like got a 2001.
That's like the last time anyone will ever see it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh man, Dad! Wow!
Mars
Oh.
quake.
Oh, stop wiggling! Stop! Okay, here we go. I've bent the space around the box so they open them. Yes, yes, nice.
I love it.
So it's a hexagonal kind of thing going on here. There's stuff going on here. Things are happening up here. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong that things happen here. And if you don't know anything about this game, you'll also know
technical terms.
things occur and they occur here and they transpire on this section.
Ooh.
Right. All right. Let's get the board out of here.
This is giving me 1960s discontinued science textbook
Whoa,
pre-moon
yeah, I
landing
see.
feel.
Yeah, I see. We skipped over the rule book a little bit, but this is another one that's not for the faint of heart. I don't think Lacerda is ever going to... Yeah, it again, 23 pages, very dense, very gleaming white, so you can barely read the text. That's not our camera's writing system, folks. That's how it actually looks. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with our tech.
I like it.
Yeah, so lots of jazz going on. I've seen it set up on my friend Doc's table, and it's extremely impressive.
Is this all from the same publisher?
Yeah, these are that's the shtick. It's all Eagle-Gryphon Games.
Only because the workers looked like the same workers from EV.
Yeah, well, let's take a look. So we got some player boards, and those are on decently thick cardboard, a couple of baggies. Not nearly enough baggies, but I think underneath here we're going to find some more pockets to put things in. Here's some other track that presumably cards go on.
The world.
And then punchy things, the hexes that go onto the board. Lots of pretty looking, spacey station looking things. Now, this reminds me a little bit, it's in the same thematic space as a game called Terraforming Mars, which also has a hexagonal representation of Mars, and you're also building sort of like different things. This looks like spacey, stationy kind of industrial buildings, but on Mars is Terraforming Mars is a little bit goofier. You can build dams and wells and cities, and you can build forests and lakes, and you can actually like shoot a moon at the planet, and you can nuke another part of the planet. Anyway, so I bring it up because they recently did a Kickstarter with 3D tiles. So instead of just this flat stuff, they give you like cool plastic, like this would be in a relief kind of thing, and it looks really cool. So I wonder if Eagle-Gryphon Games will ever consider doing. Imagine what that would cost. Like this game is already, I think, in Canuck bucks. I think this is like $180.
This feels nice.
You like that?
Very foaming.
How's the breathing
I
going?
just want to touch something nice because my whole mouth is on fire.
Why would you do that?
Do you still feel it?
It's dwindling now.
Then
It's
have
wearing
some more.
off. Why would I?
That was fun.
I'll have some more water.
When will you play this on a live stream? That's a good question.
That's a great question. One of the problems I have, I think I mentioned earlier, is that games that don't fit on the table are really hard to live stream. I was watching some live streams today, and I was a little bit frustrated by any view that I had where people were playing and their camera was either so pulled out that you couldn't see any details on the board, or pointed at some heavier guy's crotch, or zoomed in so far that you could only see like this small section of the board. You couldn't see people's player boards. You couldn't see cards that were coming out. So when I play a game on stream, I'm trying to frame everything so I can switch camera angles and show you all the stuff that you'd want to see at a reasonable angle. And that's really harder to do with certain games than others. So this game would be really, really challenging to do with I only have 3 cameras. One of them on my, what about multiple cameras? Yeah, I have 3 cameras. The other thing is that you reach a bottleneck, right? Like you'd think like, oh, just buy more cameras and plug them in. But there's only so many cameras that one computer can handle. You know what I'm saying? So you keep plugging in cameras, and then that starts, I don't know about your computer, but think about like the cameras have to be plugged into a USB-C, like a blue port, and computers only have so many of those ports. I think you can install more, but then you get a bottleneck. It's all technical stuff. You get a bottleneck with the bus. But as it stands, I've got 3 cameras. So what I'm able to do with the overhead camera is I'm able to aim it. This is all wet with sweat, this eye patch. Like I was really...
you should auction that off.
I should. This is like my bath water.
Wrap it in
Okay,
there.
let's do it.
Shipping cost, it's worth it.
Type ! Pick me if you'd like to. No, don't do that. That'll mess up the earlier raffle. Okay.
This is where the next pandemic starts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is patient X.
Oh, we cured it. We like 15 years later we cured it, and then I go, somebody cracks that open. It's like Outbreak.
Yeah. This looks like the room that Matt Damon made the poop potatoes in.
Oh, spoiler alert.
What?
I'm reading that book.
You're not the poop potatoes yet?
No, not
That's
the poop
like
potatoes.
Soul 3.
Bit lower. There we go.
Soul 3.
Soul 3.
You're not at the souls yet?
I'm not at the souls yet. I'm at the part where
have they crashed or
that's
what
at the
happened?
that's page 1, and I'm at the part where he's driven the dune buggy around, and then he figured out where the next people are going to land, and he has to drive to the other station.
The end of the.
It's like the beginning of the book.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's how the movie ends.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry that we just spoiled either the beginning or the end of The Martian.
Forever. Didn't it win Best
I
Picture?
know, but like,
Best comedy.
come on,
What
best comedy. You're right. Yeah, best comedy. And finally, more of these trays. I can't get enough of these trays. Unfortunately, though, the other boxes were made it a little bit easier because the groove came down more easily, so you could grab this. But this is getting a little bit deeper. Are you getting sleepy? Are you getting worn out? We don't have to open many more board games. That's it. We don't have to open them all.
I'm the father of 2 toddlers. You know.
Yeah,
You remember
true.
Like.
Yes, I do. It's the worst.
Not the worst.
The best. I mean, it's the best.
Great.
Yeah. Done.
Tiring.
We're agreed.
It's tiring.
It is tiring.
Maybe another nut will wake me up.
There you go.
I don't recommend that.
No, don't do that.
There you go.
That's not.
That'll dry them out though.
That's not.
That and the pickle brine.
That's danger salt. Don't put danger salt on your snack.
I'm gonna have another one. You should have one.
I'm not gonna.
Nobody wants you to have another one.
Nobody's been clamoring for it.
Nobody cares that.
Yeah, I am using OBS, Stacy.
What does that mean?
So OBS is this whole thing that you're seeing on the monitor here. It's an application, open broadcast software. So it's an application that takes all your inputs. So it takes the feed from this camera, and it takes the feed from that camera, it takes the feed from that camera, and it enables me to switch between them. Camera 1, camera 2. There's some Wayne's World for you.
Love
Camera
it.
1, camera 2.
Remember that?
Right?
This is a very Wayne's World thing we're doing right now.
Except not multi-million-dollar earning or nearly as entertaining. And we don't have the rights to Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
Well, that'd be good.
it'd be great.
I think that we should improvise a sound-alike version that's just a
Father!
golly Gia, golly Gia. Golly Gia!
Piccolo.
Geppetto.
Yeah, Geppetto.
All right, what have we got in here? I'm just opening stuff and not even showing anybody anything. These are more screened wood pieces, ships and robots. So I guess it is a little bit cartoony. It looks pretty straight-laced.
Well, that's sciencey, science book.
Yeah, but
Science
it's a little bit kind of like
Center.
far out. Like it's not.
That's like Science Center signage, isn't it?
It's not hard sci-fi. It looks like it's kind of goofy sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I
it's a
know.
little bit whimsical. And I didn't
Feels
expect
like
that.
textbooky. Doesn't it feel like the textbook stuff you'd see in like grade 6?
If you were Ian O'Toole and they came to you and they said, hey, we need you to design a game called On Mars, where would you go for inspiration? Like you'd probably go to those old textbooks too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I personally would go Ray Bradbury style, but I mean, there's not a lot of art in that. You have to infer from the writing. Okay, those are the pieces. Okay, they're not
Adorable.
that similar. Oh, they are the same color.
No, yeah, well, they're screened wood. Yeah, and
This is
they're
from EV.
similar colors. So you got purple instead of. Oh no, you got purple, but it's a more chartreuse.
Yeah,
You know.
you'd know.
And this is. Are these supposed to be two different colors? They are, I think.
Yeah.
This is
On
green
camera.
and that's cyan, but on camera they look like
Yeah, they look
almost
the
the
same.
same thing. That's not good.
Looks like
The
Oompa Loompas.
Franklin Institute. What's the Franklin Institute?
These
No, my
guys
eyes
look
are-
like Beastie Boys in the video for
Sabotage!
Intergalactic.
I don't know, I didn't see it.
Intergalactic. Remember that they're wearing that?
Yeah,
It's in
I
Japan.
know. They look to me like the Imagination Movers. You'll find out more about those as your boys age.
Imagination Movers.
Yeah, it's a Disney show where they're all in work suits. It's like the Wiggles.
Okay.
Um,
I don't mind the Wiggles.
It's like the Wiggles if you don't want your son to get into dance, if you know what I'm saying. It's like the Wiggles except they use tools. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like your kid's gonna turn out a certain way if you watch Imagination Movies and not the other way, if you know what I'm saying, if they watch the Wiggles. You know what I'm saying about the Wiggles? You look very uncomfortable, Sean, and I can't tell why. I accidentally got a little bit of a lisp in there at the end. I can't tell why, Sean.
The overcompensation. Oh, my
I know.
goodness.
I was looking for tags to tag the stream, and there weren't many appropriate ones. And I thought, oh, I'll tag it bears. I couldn't find a bears tag. There is an LGBTQ tag, and I thought that would be extremely misleading. But now that we've got the hats on, I think it would have been completely apropos. Okay, we're just like the same village person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sharing the same.
It's like who wore it best. Like, oh, we both showed up to the party, and it was like, I thought I was going to be the captain, and you were going to be the construction worker.
Yeah.
Right. More screens. Martian men. No, these aren't Martians. These are astronauts.
Are they?
Ryan's talent shines through. I don't know. Sirs, do you still have a license to ill? Is a Beastie Boys question, I
Yes,
assume.
I get that.
I love the chunky wooden components. So do I. They're meeples, and you know, they've gone the extra step. This is why you're paying a little bit more money for games like these, because a lot of games, first of all, if they have custom meeples, you're paying more. Like custom cut meeples, different shapes that you don't have in any other games. And if they're screened, you're paying more. So that screening costs you extra.
Oh my gosh, look
What?
how
What do you got?
detailed this piece is.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, open it, open it.
You do it.
Okay.
You made too big of a deal. What's the Franklin Institute?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
what
you
the
don't
thing is.
know? I'm very surprised.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Usually things that I don't know, you know.
yeah,
And
but
sometimes vice versa.
I'm assuming it's
The Franklin
a
Institute.
place to draw inspiration for art for games about Mars. Am I right? Or is it a Beastie Boys reference? I don't know. Let us know. Okay, so Sean wanted to see this, which looks like the space station or a
Yeah.
really messed up Mars
Yeah,
bicycle.
Mm.
More screened pieces down here, more tokens and trackers, lots of different tracks on the board, tons of stuff going on. I am interested in making a how to play video for these games. They exist. I know Paul Grogan has done a couple of them, but I don't know, maybe I'll give it a whirl. Seems like a heck of a lot of work though.
People are trying to help us, but I can't understand what they're saying. Philly Science Center thing. Yes, right in a place for inspiration.
Yeah, a place for inspiration. So it's like the Science Center in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, which I was going to reference earlier, and then I remembered not everyone's Canadian. But I was going to say Fabricland is like the quiet tunnel in the Science Center, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I hate that quiet tunnel.
Yeah?
You know why? I was
Why?
in there, and it's not supposed to. Okay, there's this tunnel. It looks like the inside of a wash machine. You know that perforated
Yes,
cylinder
yes.
drum thing?
Yes.
Anyway, the whole thing's like that. And I walked in there as a kid, and it says, cone of silence or whatever. Silence. And it's only supposed to make the surrounding Science Center noise go away.
Yes.
So I walk in there, and there's this little kid in there. He goes, "Can you hear me?" With his loudest, shrillest little kid voice ever. And then it's the only thing you can hear, and it burst my eardrums kind of. I'm like, yeah, I can hear you. Because you're right in front of me.
Right.
He thought it would like suck his own voice out of his body.
No.
We're not in outer space. No one can hear you scream.
So I popped them. No.
And nobody heard the
He didn't
punch.
pop them.
Nobody can hear you scream, kid.
50s style, like we did in the day during a Welcome To. I popped the kid. This is interesting. They get a little pack of escape plan replacement cards for the solo deck. So if you own the Lacerda game, that's really interesting that they did that. I guess this must have come out after escape plan, and they messed up the cards, and there's reprints. I do not own escape plan. And it took me 8 months to open this pack of games, so I doubt that Eagle-Gryphon is probably interested in sending me anything else until I've given this its due.
Someone asked earlier, how many board games do you have? I literally cannot see 1 square inch of this basement that doesn't have a video game, or a board game with another board game on top of it, next to another board game.
It's a lot of board games.
Board games. It's
a lot
wall
of
to
board
wall
games.
to wall, and they're all like $100 and $200 each, right? Ish.
Well, no, it
Ish.
depends. It depends. Like the game that I was playing on stream just the other day was called Targi, and it's a little 2-player game, and it costs $20. You doing okay?
No,
Okay. Woohoo!
I'm gonna get nuts. Oh my god. Hey, here's a question.
Tell me.
What movie do you quote the most often? What movie do you find?
I quote Raising Arizona a whole lot.
Do you?
Yeah. Like anytime I see a balloon,
What do you say?
I say, these blow up into funny shapes and all. No? Less round is funny. Like, all the
That's
time.
your go-to quote?
And then, yeah, well, and then when we're going grocery shopping and we're in the parking lot, and I know, me too.
Yeah.
There it all goes. We're in the parking lot, and like if I'm waiting in the car and Cheryl's out to get something, and then she comes to the car, I'll lock the door and roll down the window a bit, and I'll go, I want that baby, HI. They got more than they can handle, and I won't let her in the car. No. What do you quote all the time then? Batman.
89.
Makes sense.
I do it without even thinking.
What do you say?
Like, just stop.
This town needs an enema.
I've never
No.
said any, like, huge
Yeah.
like, monologue.
Who says just stop in Batman?
No, he doesn't. I don't know. Not just stop. The word stop. Like the
That's a
Batmobile's
famous
careening
quote
towards
from
them. No, but
Batman?
if I do say stop,
Yeah.
it's usually said like Michael Keaton as Batman telling the Batmobile to stop. Stop.
Does anyone recognize, like, if you were,
But I don't know. I just know I'm doing it.
but if Sean were to say stop to you, would you be able to say, aha? You're obviously referencing
But I'm
1989's Batman starring
Well, now
Michael
that we're
Keaton.
all wearing masks, you know, like I
Yeah.
get in the car and I put my son in the car and he's got a mask on. I go, you can take that off now, I think.
Was that another Batman?
That's the joke.
Another favorite.
After she has the mask on.
Oh my God.
Gasses everybody.
See, if I'm listing 1989
Yeah,
Batman
I think-
quotes, it's anything from Bat Dance, Vicky Vale. Yeah. This town needs a. Where does he get those wonderful toys?
Yeah, that's all that's all
Yeah,
right.
but you don't say those. You say stop. Like
Stop.
could be.
If I
anybody.
do say stop, it's usually said like Keaton as Batman.
Last thing I'll show you in this box, you've got some very nice. I don't know that Game Trays did these because they usually label their stuff. Game Trays is a company that makes this kind of vacuum form packaging for games. So I don't think it's them, but it's still nice regardless. So those hold your hexes, so it's easier to pull them off. Not pull them off for my British friends. Some more cards. If you were to estimate how many cards were in that pack, what would you say?
It's 45.
It's 50,000 actually. It's 50,000. I do this a lot, and I'm usually right about that. And then this whole thing is its own piece, and this whole thing is its own piece, and this whole thing is its own piece. Tons more wood, but a lot of the same stuff that we've already seen, just in the different player colors. Yes, yes, we did it. We did it.
Hi.
What's the matter? Are you getting sleepy?
Do what Stacy went. The Joker. I do Dark Knight sometimes.
All right,
Hi.
let it rip.
It's just high.
That's it.
Yeah, he pulls off the mask.
I don't understand. I'm
Joker.
letting loose all these classic lines from Raising Arizona.
I know, but you have you have monologues. Mine are just like words.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
What movie do you quote too much in your real life?
Yeah.
Tell me in the chat.
You're doing it. No one knows you're doing it.
Today, on my friend Lisa's Facebook wall, she was talking about running in the humidity. She's a runner. She's talking about running in the humidity and needing. She ate salt and vinegar chips to replenish the salts in her body because
makes
she
sense.
sweated them out.
Electrolytes,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So I said, "What's the obvious
Pickle.
quote?" No. What's the obvious quote from? No,
what?
nothing springs to mind when you say electrolytes. It's got what plants need. It's got electrolytes.
What's that?
Really?
What's that movie?
All right, name it, chat. Chat'll know. Chat'll know.
Kung
No, it's
Pao
not
into the
Kung
Fist.
Pao into the Fist. Well, you're saying, Ben is saying that the movie that Ben quotes all the time is Kung Pao into the Fist. Give us some quotes from Kung Pao into the Fist, Ben.
Yeah. What would you say? And when would you use it? What context? You go that way.
I'll go home.
I've never seen the movie. I'd like to see it now.
I think it's a pretty highbrow offering. I think it was up for an Oscar against, what was it, Forrest Gump that year, I think. Kung Pao. It's Idiocracy, thank you, yes. Grady Seaver gets it.
I haven't seen that.
The bottom of you haven't seen Idiocracy? Oh my gosh, it's a Mike Judge movie. The first, what do you say, 2 minutes of the movie are incredible, and then the rest of the movie's okay. But the first 2 minutes are crucial watching.
I know. I've heard it's great.
Done wrong as a joke.
I've heard it's more like a documentary now than anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing that they got going is the so he goes into I can't remember if he falls asleep or if I can't remember how he ends up in the future, but he gets unfrozen in the future.
Okay.
And everybody's just got stupider and stupider, and so their president, tell me if this sounds familiar, is like a populist. He's like a President Comancho. He's like a professional wrestler.
Does he have the machine gun? Is this the same guy?
I think so. Yeah. So he comes out. It's Terry.
Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews. Yeah. So he comes out to when he comes out to do his State of the Union, they set off fireworks and you got wrestler entrance music. You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
what does that sound like? Does it sound like Jesse Ventura or
Yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Not that Arnold Schwarzenegger is like
No,
that.
he probably wouldn't do that.
No, he wouldn't do that. But
The other side.
yeah. But
Yeah.
on Mars. I'm just gonna open all these. I'm gonna open all of them. I'm gonna open all of them. We've done this many. We might as well open the rest.
How many more are there?
2.
2. Okay.
I believe there are 2.
Okay. I think I've gone grayer since.
I know. Look, we can put this one right out of the shot just like that. All right. 2 more. It's a military experiment.
I thought my hair would be a lot.
Do.
I look very gray here. Do I even look this gray in person?
Is that like my wife asking me, does my butt look big in this dress?
Well, I would want an honest opinion in both.
I mean, it's...
If I was wearing a dress and my butt looked big,
Your
I
hair,
asked you.
your hair looks gray in that dress. Is that the right answer? You've got a bit of a Clooney thing going on, which isn't a bad thing.
No,
Okay,
take it.
so these are the games that I think, to my mind, lowest interest, but not zero interest by any
Corrupt
means.
Senate.
You're going to open one, and I'm going to open the other. Do you want the fantasy fairy pixie Uwe Rosenberg design game, or do you want the hard-boiled gangster game? You want the gangster one?
Well, I can't. I probably shouldn't influence. Are you asking?
I'm asking you.
Hey, we got another follower.
Oh, hey, yes, thank you for joining us.
Is
I didn't
this,
even see
Corrupt
the
Senate. Is that the new one?
Corrupt Senate.
Is that what I'm reading?
I
there?
can't. It's really hard because it's purple on purple.
Yeah,
We're
I
so
think it's
sorry.
Corrupt Senate.
Yeah, Corrupt Senate.
That's good.
I told her I'm definitely not. Oh, my wife asked, how much do you think I weigh? I told her I'm definitely not going there. Yeah, those are trap questions. We're, as husbands, we're not obliged to answer those.
I don't get trap questions.
They're like entrapment. They're like a cop saying,
I know.
you know,
I don't
yeah,
get them though.
we don't. Yeah, what is the end game with those questions?
I don't think I have a wife that does that.
I don't generally, but there have been a couple of like tread lightly moments that I've avoided.
Okay.
Did you eat another nut just now?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
That whistle was not for anything you just said.
That was because
Sorry.
your vocal cords constricted.
Yeah, that's just how I could breathe at that time.
You're supposed to lie to make them feel better. Yeah, but then your whole marriage is built on lies.
My wife is a pretty good. I mean, not saying Cheryl doesn't. Cheryl has a great sense of humor too.
She
has
does,
to.
excellent sense of
She
humor.
has to. She must.
She must. It's a requisite.
She must. No, my wife. She has a really good self-deprecating sense of humor.
good
So
to have.
if she asks me a question, I can usually answer her honestly, but in a humorous way,
Right.
where the truth comes out, but it's also great fun.
It's the blow is softened.
Yeah.
And we've just lost a bunch of viewers because we were talking about our wives and we've shattered the bear illusion. Sorry
word
about that.
just-
Sorry, couple of straight guys.
Can we even say? No, we couldn't say
No, what couldn't we say?
the I word.
I don't even know what the I word is. So, well, you're going to open one game. I'm going to open the other. You pick which one you're going to open.
I'm gonna open this one.
Okay, hard-boiled,
I've been kind of waiting on this
the
one.
gangster one.
Yes.
I'm really interested to know if anyone's played that. It seemed like of all the games that Eagle-Gryphon could have sent, that was kind of like high. It's Matt is the rep who was working with me to send me these games, and Matt wanted me to give that one a shot. So absolutely, I will.
Gangster's
Absolutely, I will.
Dilemma.
I wonder.
Well, I mean, if we're talking dilemmas, you said Monopoly doesn't have many. This one,
Choices.
well, this one, the dilemma is basically a choice, right? Like there's a situation where you gotta pick.
Yeah, the title of it makes me think of the Prisoner's Dilemma. You know the Prisoner's Dilemma, where I forget how it goes. They
Is it like
put
an expression that I don't know.
well, it's a thought experiment. It's kind of like a game theory kind of thought experiment. So they take two prisoners and they put them in two different rooms,
Oh yeah.
and then Monty Hall shows them three doors, and opens one door, and behind one door is a trolley that's going to hit either an old woman
What?
or a doctor who turns out to be the boy's mother.
Come on.
Because you're sexist. So that's what's happening. All right,
You're
you
smart.
do yours first.
You're too smart. You're too smart for me.
It's true.
You did a good
John's
thing there.
marriage is built on spicy peanuts. All right.
This is a new development too. I'm gonna add this to.
You spice up your marriage with spicy peanuts?
This would do it.
What would it do?
I don't know. It would make us whistle more often.
Make the bed more uncomfortable to share? I don't know. All right.
Does anyone appreciate what he just did there with the whole
Just shush. Skip it. It was
Prisoner's
scripted.
Dilemma? That was not scripted. How could that have been scripted? Was it scripted?
No, it wasn't scripted.
Prisoner's Dilemma. And you made up this amazing.
I know. It was just a.
That
I
was
just
weaving.
changed
Okay.
some together. All right,
That
here we
was
go.
Beautiful.
Oh, no, no, nothing.
Sorry. Not
Box
new
fartle meter, zilcho.
enough. Not new enough. Maybe try it again.
Oh, we're gonna give it another whirl. Oh, and again,
No.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. Box fartle meter
I should
says
have brought the one.
zilch.
I got the best box.
You gotta really like wub wub wub. Yeah.
It's the best one. I sent you a video. Yes.
All right, the catalog,
Okay. You
the
do it.
rule book.
I don't know how to show these things.
Well, you just want to zip through the rule book pretty fast. But what's interesting about this, compared to all the other games we looked at, It's white, yes.
Yeah, it's
But look, it's a trifold. It's just a double-sided trifold, so this is going to be a much simpler game. I think it's going to be a card game with tokens. I don't think we're going to get a board in here.
Okay.
So, but the tokens are fun. We got diamonds and booze. So this looks like a Prohibition era gangster game, I'm guessing, which is fun.
Okay.
We got a silica packet that goes in my nuts. And cards. Now, one more time, I'll put it to you. I've given you a little bit of training with estimation.
All right.
You got a pack of cards, I got a pack of cards. They look to have the same number of cards. And if you were to estimate how many cards are in each pack, what would your guess be?
Gotta be 450.
It's 50,000. And again, like, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I'm probably a lot closer than you are.
You're like one of the gangsters that can do that with the money, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's that's going to be
A
$50,000.
little light.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Pop them, pop them. So you open your cards. I'll open my cards. I got the pink ones.
Okay.
The pink gangsters.
I saw you do this once, and you didn't notice that there was a rip tag.
Yeah,
You took like 10 minutes to open it.
I
and then
know.
you found the rip tag.
and I went into the teeth mode.
Yeah, you did. That was early days on this.
That's before I learned how to open a pack of cards.
How
You
long
learn
have-
things
This is
doing
my
board
first
game
time.
videos.
I'm messing it up. How long have you been doing Nights Around the Table?
Since 2017. So if you don't know the Knights Around the Table origin story, it's nothing like Batman's origin story. I lost my job. That's it. That's the whole story. That's the whole story. I started making a couple of board game videos while I was working at my previous place of employment. And then we lived in the city for 14 years in Toronto. And as soon as I got that job, we were headed out of the city. So we got kind of priced out of the housing market. You might know that the housing market in Canada is, I think everywhere in North America, it's crazy, and in Toronto especially, in the major cities, it's nuts. So we got priced out of the housing market, and we moved an hour east to the suburbs, to Oshawa, the town that I grew up in, the car plant town, the one with the Professor Xavier mansion, and I worked that job for 2 years, commuting back and forth in the city, which was really, really difficult because it was the northwest end of the city. Anyway, after there was a little bit of money mismanagement, not on my part, but a little bit of mismanagement of the company, they had to can a bunch of people. I was one of them, and I'd already made 2 videos by that point. And I thought, while I job search, I'll just keep making board game videos just to keep myself busy.
Yeah.
And here we are 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah. So I've been sober for as long as you've been doing this.
What does that tell you?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's almost the day. 2017. It was the end of 2016.
So I don't understand any of these. They're
Well, it's
colored and they're
interesting.
numbered. It looks like a bit of
you
a...
have different things.
Oh yeah, I do have different things. You have the more interesting
Dash
cards.
house, art gallery, jewelry store. These look like all the places you're going to be knocking over
Fun.
or bringing things to. And this looks like it's kind of bringing everything over. I don't know.
Reminders, you may spend $3 to ignore one item on a Boston Man card. I can't get the accent. Hold on. Game ends when at least one player reaches 21 points at the end of a round. If cop catches one gangster, the cop arrests the gangster. The gangster gives all their loot to the cop. If the cop catches 2 or more gangsters, so you know what? It looks like an asymmetric game. Is that a new term to you? So an asymmetric game is where not everybody in the game is playing the same role. So this looks like one person plays a cop and the other person plays a gangster, right? And they're doing different things. So that game that we did before with the Rebus, Android Netrunner, is an asymmetric game. One person plays a hacker and one person plays a corporation trying to kill the hacker by overloading the implants in their brain. It's like a, what is it, cyberpunk kind of thing where they've neuro tapped into the bank and are trying to steal money and not into the bank, into the corporation, steal their money, drain their accounts, and sabotage them. And I think the corporation can fight back by overloading their neural circuits and killing them.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Look at these. Look at this dame with the feather in her cap.
What's the dilemma?
What is the dilemma? I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat can tell us.
Is it just a clever name?
Oh no! Check this out. If the cop catches 2 or more gangsters, it is like the prisoner's dilemma. If all are silent, all gangsters split the money and take the loot action. If 1 or more gangsters talk, the silent gangsters are arrested. So this is like the prisoner's dilemma. So the prisoner's dilemma is where you take, I'm going to forget it. You take 2 prisoners, you split them up, and you tell them if you how does it go? If you talk, your partner goes to jail.
Okay.
If you're both silent, both go to jail, and if you were silent and your partner talks something else, you know what I mean? So you have to
Okay,
you have to you have to figure out based
so
on
you could screw me over by talking, and I'm saying silent.
and it's like, what is the best action to take given the circumstance, betting on what the other players are going to do or the other prisoners are going to do.
Cool. So if we both talk, we
Yes.
lose everything. If we both stay silent, we win everything. And if you talk and
You
I
go to
stay
you go to
silent-
jail, I go free. It's like I get a plea
Ah.
deal. kind of
okay,
thing.
so you ratted me out.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Hmm.
That's a good. That's all right.
No one talks, both get off.
No one talks, both get off. But if I talk, I get whatever you had. I get your take.
I think so.
All right. Or I get.
So look,
I get
well, it's
three.
here in the card. If all talk, all are arrested. If a gangster bribes with gin, they walk away without getting arrested and cannot split the money or loot. So that's like a get out of jail thing, the gin. If one or more gangsters talk, the silent gangsters are arrested. So if you talk, the people who don't talk get screwed.
I talk to people who don't talk. Yeah.
And if nobody talks, you take the money. And
So how many people can be in a situation like that at the same time?
Well, let's find out what the player count is from the box. Where's the bottom of the box?
Just be like.
This seems like a game that would work better with a higher player count. But
Yeah.
oh, here it is. Yeah, it's going to be on the side of the box. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh.
Players 3 to 7 . Yeah. So it looks
Okay.
like a bit of
So
a.
you gotta have minimum 3 because didn't Evie say you can play it by yourself?
Yeah, I think there's a solo mode.
Or is
So
that Rococo?
one of them. I want to drink myself out of jail time. Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's a bribe, right? You're giving them 3 to 7. BGG says best at 5. Okay. So have you ever played Werewolf?
No.
Werewolf is what we call a social deduction game where you have to figure out who's pretending, who's lying, and everybody has a different role.
Right.
And every night, everybody shuts their eyes and somebody dies.
I feel like I've played a game like that where it's like
Well, there's
you
another
flip
one.
a card over and it's like, darn it, you screwed me. Like,
There's
I feel
another
like
one
I've played
called
that.
Mafia.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the
We
same game.
played that.
I've never played Mafia, but you can play that with a normal deck of cards.
I played it though.
You played it.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm talking every time.
You're talking every time.
I'm snitching the entire game.
All right, interesting. So if you play this game with Shawnee O, know that you can
I'm
always.
snitching every time.
Is that the solution to the prisoner's dilemma? That it's always this. It's kind of like who is it? Pascal's wager, where the smartest thing is to believe in God because
Yeah.
if
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, essentially.
No, I'm snitching every time because I'm going to be playing as Batman.
That
I'm
kind
going
of
to be undercover cop.
It kind of reminds me of a game called Sheriff of Nottingham, which is where you take turns, everybody plays the sheriff, and you're trying to smuggle goods into the city by putting certain cards in your little pouch. And so you can tell the sheriff, I have 3 chickens in my pouch, right? And then the sheriff can actually pick somebody and look in their bag, and if they find that you're lying, then you get all these penalties. You can bribe the sheriff not to look in your bag, kind of thing. So I played it with my friend Elliot, and Elliot played a clean game the entire time. We all expected Elliot to have all this subterfuge and that he was going to, be sneaky and lie. He just played it straight the entire time. He was 100% honest about everything he had in his bag every single round and smoked us at the game. It was fascinating. Fascinating.
Cool.
So yeah, stitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. Get riches.
Oh, I
they
see.
flipped it.
That's
funny.
Snicky.
There's some clever people here. Should we take a second here and read what people are saying? 'Cause I haven't
I'm
looked at
keeping an
this
eye
in,
on.
like,
I love
5
Eagle-Gryphon Games, but normally I just deal with their Lacerdas and Rococo Deluxe. Yeah, that's interesting that, Rococo Deluxe is kind of like in the same milieu as the Lacerda games because it's not designed by Lacerda. They use the same box for it, the same format, but the same box size. They got a similar tray situation going on. It's gorgeous. I don't know if it was artwork was by Tool either, but it looks all pretty. But I think that big ass box kind of appeals to a certain type of gamer. Even though I hear that the gameplay is much, much, much simpler than a Lacerda game. I think because Ian O'Toole is the artwork. You'd have to look that up because I don't know and I can't check. BGG while we're live. Okay, the last one, the last Eagle-Gryphon game. Thank you for sticking with us.
Oh my goodness.
Let's. What did we do here? 54. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Thank you all so much for following.
This looks so much like your type of game.
It does.
Just
it really
the art.
does. It does.
That's
like
your style. I mean, I
it
know
is.
they CGI'd it a little bit, but this is your style, I think.
Important information. During production of Sagani, we decided to add negative tokens, -1 and -3, to track a score that in a rare event falls below 0 due to cacophony discs.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, this useful feature did not make it to the rulebook, but these tokens are officially part of Sagani.
Wow.
Well, that's
Wow.
nice.
Breaking news in a board game. That was breaking news. I've never seen anything like
Escape plan is listed as easiest game, says Corrupt Senate. I have to strain my eyeballs to do that.
that. Mm-hmm.
Escape plan, though, another, I think, artwork by Ian O'Toole as well, right? In a gigantic box, huge production value.
Mhm.
Expensive. Yep.
More
2 to
light
4
on
players. Look how pretty. Much skimpier feeling rulebook. And it only goes to 8 pages, so much simpler game. And everyone's shocked to find out that this is by Uwe Rosenberg, who I mentioned earlier in the stream, is responsible for little OCD, responsible for Caverna and Agricola and Hallertau and all these farming simulators. Yeah. So surprising because this does not look like, it's not by Lookout, it's not drawn by Clemens Franz, which are all hallmarks of Uwe Rosenberg games. But you got these nice looking, I guess those are vials, water vials, and plant ones and fire ones. They're nice looking tiles.
Yes. Elements.
Cloudy ones, yes, very elemental. A little score track, and we've learned that you can go into negative scores, and there are tokens for that on the score track.
Board? Is this the game board?
No, this is going to be the score track.
Okay.
So if we pop this out, I like it when they do this, and they've done something here with a die cut because this is going to, like some cards are going to slot in here or something that's going to fit. I like when things, or even maybe, perhaps these tiles, like these look like they'd be a good fit to go in here. Shagoink kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very nice. I like puzzle PC things in board games. Oh, wait, I said that's not the board, but let's take a look at the back. Oh, that is the board. My mistake. That's
so
what you get.
Tiny.
It is. It's,
Remember we knocked the camera off at one of them?
yeah. So, I mean, all it means is that that makes it a much more viable candidate for something to play on a
You
stream.
can play that on the stream.
Yeah, because it'll
what States was saying.
fit on the table.
11 cameras.
Like they've printed the inside of the
I love
box.
this.
Now, one thing I don't dig about, I don't know, this is some errant piece of plastic. Oh, look, it says, "Help me, I'm trapped in the factory." No, not really. No, it doesn't say that.
The worker snuck this in so we'd find it.
Okay. These are discs of the kind that if you play, all right, settle down. If you played old school Agricola, you would have found discs like these in Agricola.
That's what this guy. Dual wheeled cat
Says
says.
Agricola New York Zoo. A Feast for Odin. Thank you. Yeah, that's
There you
another
go.
great example. A Feast for Odin. Oh man, what a great game that is. It's so good.
What is?
A Feast for Odin. It's a Viking themed game that Uwe Rosenberg designed, and it's boy, nay.
This is great.
Yeah, that guy.
No, just this,
just the whole thing?
This.
So I like that they've printed the inside. That makes it look really nice. But what I don't like is this whole
Why?
shtick. This is what I call the well. And so it's like, okay, you're done playing the game. Let's put the game away. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's no, do we have to sort through these or what do we got to do?
Together.
Yeah, are they supposed to be in their own baggies? Probably they're supposed to be separated by color, I'm guessing. I've never played the game, so I don't know. But yeah, other publishers do the well. I get on Rio Grande's case for the well a lot.
But keep them in bags, of course.
Keep them in bags. Okay,
Or
so
your special 3D printing stuff.
yes, but check this out. Okay, keep them in bags. Looks like there's 4 different colors of pieces, and we have 2 bags. 2 bags. But yeah, you mentioned my 3D printer.
Yeah.
I've been using the 3D printer on a series called Bits Please.
Bits, please!
And what's funny?
Will that give us cancer when that pops up in front of our faces?
What that animation?
big
Bits Please?
animations
I know. Let's try it again.
Oh, it hurts. It burns.
Yes, confirmed. I now have
Wow.
cancer.
Good. Wow.
You can't hear the audio. It's A little bit, a little bit abrasive.
Ouch.
Right.
It says it.
Anyone who's caused the creation of sheeple meeples is a titan in board gaming. That's true. So this is what the tokens used to look like in Agricola, and then you could get an expansion called the Goodies, which turned all the sheep, like the sheep used to look like this, and then it turned all the sheep into like little animeeples. So you get little sheep-shaped meeples, and that's what Uwe Rosenberg, among other accomplishments, has brought to the board game world.
Okay.
Cool.
Please
You know
stop
what?
doing that.
I think what?
They don't want the bits, please, anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, they don't want.
Bits, please!
That was bits. That's the one that they didn't want.
That's the one.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I came up with bits, please. Well,
You did, yes.
Yeah.
Sean named Bits, Please. It was called something bad.
Nice
Bits.
bits.
Which is a little ill-advised. I can't believe you're still eating those nuts.
I don't know what nice bits even mean.
Shout
think
out to
that's a
Panda
70s
Game, if you may. Please stop that. Okay. I can't stop it, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. Omelette does not have the moderator power to stop me from playing. I won't play it again, I promise. But I do have other nice animations to play.
Is there a moderator right now?
Yeah, Omelette's moderating for us.
Really?
hmm
Hello. 1979.
But everyone's so well behaved, we don't even. Nice Bits. Please stop eating those nuts.
I can't help it.
We all feel really bad for you.
I look terrible now.
Yeah, you're a little flushed.
And my nose red.
Don't rub your eye.
No,
Take it from me.
I don't mind it. I like hot stuff, but
I like hot stuff too, but that was kind of like hot for hot's sake, not.
yeah, you
For
know,
delicious.
it's like you bit your tongue really hard. It's like a painful injury.
Those are like
This is injury.
it's like hurt me daddy hot sauce kind of thing.
Yeah,
No, I don't dig it.
this is pain sauce.
So, of the other animations I have to play for you, this one tells you how to hit like, subscribe, and the alarm button will tell you when I've got notifications of new stuff if you're watching us from YouTube, which is very nice. But then I also have this one. This one tells you how to follow on that was a quick one, right?
Why
How
did
to
you do
follow
that
on
when there's
Twitch.
No more followers left.
Hold on, let's see. And look, 54. Fantastic.
Slamming. This is because of the pickle juice, man.
And if you want to join us on Discord, we have a wonderful crew of people there. You don't have to be a patron to join the Discord, but if you are, you get a special color on your name. You get special access to different behind-the-scenes channels where I show you pictures all the time of the things that I'm working on. And we talk strategy, and a lot of my patrons have been really instrumental in sort of helping shape and guide the type of content that we do here on the channel. And like I mentioned off the top, some of our patrons voted on what they wanted us to open first. So if their recommendation is Fleet the Dice Game, definitely check out Fleet the Dice Game. Of all these games, and they say that's like, that's really one you want to check out. I will be checking it out, and it's nice and small enough that I'll be able to play it on a future stream. Are you with me? No, you checked out like with that last nut.
I was a little worried for a second there. I'm like, I can't hear. I think he's saying.
Did
Like,
you
is
just have
that
like
that important?
a
You know?
constant beep if you're here? All right. Special color. Can I pick circular? I don't know what Ben. Oh, Ben Themo. Smiley faces because Ben said something funny. Sagani. I hardly knew her. I can't catch up on all the chat about Sagani. Was there lots of chat about Sagani? That would surprise me.
Is this Sagani?
This is Sagani.
Well, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I don't know. If you know, let us know in chat.
Did anyone ever look up what it means? Is it a word?
I
Is it a
think
real
it's
word?
I think it's phony. But if you do like what we're doing here on the channel, and it would surprise me that you did. But I have a Patreon account as well, and if you toss in a couple bucks, you're able to fund. These all came for free from Eagle-Gryphon
Lower
Games.
the volume on the bits, please. A little marker.
I will. I haven't checked the volume on all those, but apparently that's
What do you call it?
ear-splittingly loud.
What do you call it? A tag? What do you call that?
I don't know. It's like a lower thirds kind of like zinger. It's a zinger. Anyway, the point is, if you toss me a couple bucks on Patreon, I'm able to do things like buy additional cameras so we can get lots of camera views going.
Why did you just show?
What? Just showing the different camera angles. That's all. Sean's new. Thank you so much.
You zoomed in just on my hand and my hat corner.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Sagani is the name of that Swiss doctor, naturalist, philosopher, Paracelsus or Paracelsus Av I don't even know. Are you drunk right now, Stacy? What's going on?
Your spirit in his work. Oh, look at that. 1569. This is a reference to something in 1569?
Can't be. I think it's just a
Naturalist, philosopher.
nut cam. That's not going to happen. That's again. Nut cam. Here we go. I'm gonna switch to it.
Why not? We're all friends.
We're
here.
all friends, and that was the end of the Twitch career.
I've exposed worse things to 53 people. 54 people.
All right.
Oh.
Drunk on Twitch. Thank you for joining us for this stream. We're going to do more. If you want to catch me next week, I'll have an edited video. I'm currently working on Mythic Mischief, a how to play video for those guys, which launches on GameFound on August 31st. So watch out for that. I'm trying to do a sign off here. What are you doing? Yoga. And next Thursday, I'm going to be playing a game on the table. And if you have opinions about what that game should be, perhaps it's going to be Fleet the Dice game. Jump into the Discord server and let me know. Meanwhile, thank you again, and we'll catch you in the on the flip side in the next one. Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe, and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.